Hello, one and all. Welcome back to the last day of Circuito Desafiante's Split 1, the first split of Brazilian Tier 2. It's the grand finals. You know them, you love them, or maybe you hate them. It's the academy team. It's Red versus... my voice is a little bit shot, so don't be surprised if it. Yeah, this was the upper finals match, so it's kind of a rematch. And in the upper finals, Red freaking bodied Cade, man. It wasn't even close. Oh, legends. Is that like Wild Rift? I know this. I think that's the first time I've actually seen the trophy. Yeah, it looks interesting. Not like super grand, but...
mudou muito nas lutas. Eu acho que isso foi o que mais fez a
this is why I have this right here for interviews. So I can actually
de
just
lutar, de encontrar, de criar jogadas. Então acho que eles viraram time muito mais agressivo, então eles não esperavam isso da gente.
E mostraram o porquê é o top 1 da nossa fase regular. E agora que chegam em mais uma série de playoffs.
Yeah, the translation's not great, but it's better than nothing.
Contra Estelar.
I like that it kind of tells me,
Com
but
certeza
at least
ter
it's
mais
happening.
confiança, principalmente o Smiley, acho que ele jogou bem. Ele ficou confiante, ele fez o que ele queria assim no jogo. Em relação ao resto do time, eu acho que a gente já sabia que contra a Red ia ser um jogo mais difícil. Então o resultado foi mais ou menos esperado.
Com certeza a chegada dele fez a gente ficar com gás a mais. Eu acho que por ele ser um jogador muito criativo, isso ajudou
That's weird.
bastante.
They showed who Shino was. They
E
not
ele
showing.
fighta muito bem também.
E
Please play
que
it.
série, um 3-0 pra cima da equipe mais hypada, que estava sendo
Hey,
mais
Ray.
valorizada
Hello.
até então.
Eu acho que mais que nada eles recuperarão
Keep showing
a
smile,
confiança neles. Eu acho que essa vitória muito boa na Estelar foi algo que eles precisavam para chegar melhor na final. Acho que a final vai ser mais difícil do que foi o jogo de antes, mas eu acho também que a gente vai ganhar de todas as maneiras.
No, I think they're
English.
similar to Stella, but better. I think they're a unit. Like really, you can tell they kill for each other. They go together. And I think, to be honest, even watching our series against them back, I think a lot of those moments that they got the upper hand on us, it wasn't necessarily the best engage or the most tactically correct way to play. But they went as 5.
Eu acho que eu chego bastante confiante
I agree with
por causa
Smiley. Very decisive play.
das repercussões que estão tendo na Red agora. E eu quero muito ser
I
campeão
find it
pra
interesting he
provar
compares
que
them to Stella.
eu consigo ter meu lugar na principal.
Em relação à torcida e o público e o stage, acredito que é muito positivo assim para todos nós. Nós temos um time que é bastante experiente, relativamente para o circuito desafiante, pelo menos. Eu já joguei stage outras vezes e acredito que
Yeah, the
foi
Red
muito
Academy team
legal,
as a
assim,
whole is
experiência
very
sempre foi muito boa.
kind of
Realmente
younger.
dá vontade de ganhar.
And you've got
e
Smiley
você
and Quads.
sente mais
Quads
as
has been
coisas.
around.
I really do think it's a lot about mentality, how we deal with pressure, how we come in on the day. I feel like I failed the boys as the most experienced player, as the de facto leader, whatever you want to call it, on that day against Red Canids, because I didn't have a good performance on my own.
I didn't think Smiley did badly. I actually thought he performed well in this series. But
I think it's just our mentality on the day, our commitment to do everything to win, to play together no matter what, to sacrifice for your teammates. That's what was the big difference for me, and it really showed, I think.
Quando eu vim para cá,
Part of me almost feels like
sabia
Smiley saying that.
quanto eu
He was
ia
sacrificing for the
ter que esperar para jogar na LTA. Eu fico feliz de eles me pedir na LTA mais que nada, porque eu acho que eu mereço LTA, então eu quero voltar onde eu nunca deveria ter saído, então fico muito feliz de a gente gostar de mim.
Yeah, for sure though, I think it's on Cade starts to try and punch up a little bit. Cade has been doing.
Sejam todos muito bem-vindos à grande final do Circuito.
I mean, they lost to Red in a
E de
goal
cara a gente
fashion,
vai ter a entrada
and it
dos
wasn't even
times,
close. You can see the score lines.
começando
It was
com
very,
a
very
Red
favorable.
Kennedys, chegando no nosso
I think one
palco,
thing
na
they
nossa
Smalley
arena
kind
pra
of didn't
poder
say
fazer essa
was I think
disputa.
on an
Lá no
individual
topo
level they were
tá o
showing
Zin,
behind Red,
o
which is
caçador é o Doom,
kind of a problem.
Kazé, o mid laner,
Because if
e
Red
lá
is
no
so
bot,
decisive, then
Rabelo e o Zen.
you can't afford
São
to
os 5 jogadores que compõem essa matilha reformulada que tinha
not be
tudo
able to
pra dar
match hands
errado,
with them.
brutar mudanças no meio do campeonato, mas eles vieram atropelando
he just needs to be ready to
engolindo
scrap at any time,
geral
basically.
aqui no circuitão.
E do outro lado a gente tem os desafiantes aí. A galera
I will
da
say though, I
Vivo
did think
Cage
Red.
está
I just realized the
chegando no
logo was on
nosso
fire.
palco, chegando na
They're adding special
grande
effects to
final
the
do
logos.
circuitão, com o Chino lá no topo. Sarolu,
The reason why I was kind of surprised Smalley compared them to Stella was because I actually thought Red Academy was setting up better than Stella and setting up faster than Cade. So if anything, more than like being willing to pull the trigger and sacrifice himself or working together as a team, I think a lot of setup was kind of the key there. And I think Cade just needs to be a bit faster and better with their setups.
Querendo essa vingança.
E já dá pra ver que os jogadores sentem aquele gostinho do palco, né? Sentem aquele gostinho do stage. Tanto a galera da Red quanto o pessoal da Cade.
I'm glad they're in studio though, so hopefully no pauses today since they're in studio.
E eles vêm pra esse
Smalley stage up.
confronto,
True, yeah.
essa noite, essa segundona aí especial de circuito.
I think Sarolu did really well on stage.
Cara, vai
Last
ser
split.
com
They were
certeza
actually in
uma
person.
final aí pra entrar pra história do circuito desafiante.
and
É
I
um
feel
prazer gigantesco estar aqui, meu amigo.
Olá, pessoal! Sejam todos muito bem-vindos.
Also
a esse
interesting that
dia
we didn't get an analyst
histórico
test, right? They're
aqui,
cutting straight
a
to the
volta do
casters.
circuitão e uma
I
grande final direto da nossa arena.
Don't think
direto
this
da
is
nossa
the
casa
normal
aqui
CB
dentro
low
do
arena,
Açu.
is it?
Mas é muito, muito bom.
looks a bit
tá com
smaller.
esse
I'm assuming this is like
circuitão,
second
com
stage.
essa roupa,
Why not?
esse sentimento.
E a gente vai terminar.
Either way,
o
I still
último
think it's really
jogo,
cool to
é o
get
primeiro jogo
And I'm
do
glad there are
circuitão,
fans that you
Bruta.
can actually see.
Foi com esses
I always
dois
did like having
times
the
que a
fans
gente
there.
inaugurou tudo.
My
VKS
audio is a bit
Academy
low. Okay.
Contra a Red Academy.
Let
Vamos
me-
terminar do mesmo jeito que a gente começou nessa nova história do circuitão.
Galera tá se ajeitando ali pra poder começar o jogo. A fogueta, o professor.
Right,
Vamos dar
Fogueta.
essa introdução também. Boa noite, meus amigos.
Boa noite,
I just
Gil,
realized
vai,
there was
boa
also
noite,
background
Cosmos,
noise
e
kicking
boa
in.
noite pra vocês que já estão aqui. Ô, galera, anima,
Okay.
vamos fazer barulho
Let
aí
me
pra
turn
nossa
myself
grande
up a little
final
bit as
do
well.
Circuito Desafiante. É isso aí. É uma honra estar aqui com
Okay, hopefully this is
vocês
better.
nesse
So I'm
momento
also a bit
tão
softer than
especial
usual
dessas
because
duas
my
equipes.
throat's a little bit
Gabriel,
scratchy today.
do
So
seu lado, professor, boa noite.
Didn't really want to, like, I'm speaking a bit softer than
O
usual.
pessoal da arena aqui que tá animado também. Pois é, né? Hoje vamos descobrir quem vai ser o primeiro campeão do nossa
They're in
volta no
suit
circuitão.
jackets.
Então,
Fancy today.
mais do que especial, todo mundo super
Scratch
animado
it.
pra ver esse confronto. E a gente sabe que vai ser
I still have one more weekend of LTA South before I let my voice just completely blow out.
a expectativa
I think.
tá
I actually don't know whose
Pois
costumes
é, e
schedule
vocês
come
aí
out,
de
but
casa que estão acompanhando a nossa grande final,
in the
participem
event
com a
I'm
hashtag
covering
Circuito.
Grand Finals for
Mandem
LTA
aí o que
South. I
vocês
would
estão
prefer
achando,
not
as
to blow my voice out
expectativas de
before then.
vocês, sim,
I will
vocês
probably lose my
podem
voice in that
levantar
anyways when it's
o
Pain
nosso
versus Fury.
troféu nessa volta
Sorry,
do
I
Circuito
have no faith.
Desafiante. E já começando aqui a aquecer os assuntos sobre esses dois times, a gente preparou alguns dados bem interessantes porque é o seguinte, o nosso top 5, média de
but
abates
the upper
nos
finals,
playoffs
ooh.
está sendo basicamente todo
Media the abates?
liderado pelo time da Red Kennedy e claro,
What is that?
ele,
Is that
o cara
like
que
MVP
virou a
votes?
chave desse time chega aí, o Kazé com 7.8. Bom, mudou tudo, né? Não tenho nem o que falar.
Pois é, e a gente viu também que a entrada dele na equipe realmente trouxe
Okay.
uma configuração um pouco
This
mais
is not
agressiva,
translating
deu até
well.
mais
It's translating
liberdade
to
dos
slaughter.
outros jogadores
So
também
kill count?
atuarem de
KDA?
forma bem segura e
Maybe?
bem coesa que a gente estava vendo durante as séries, como eles estavam conseguindo jogar de uma
I didn't see who the
configuração um pouco
was
mais
small here
agressiva. Deu até
Kitty carry.
estava vendo durante as séries como eles estavam conseguindo jogar de uma forma muito agressiva, conseguindo encaixar essas jogadas e acho que eles estão conseguindo dosar essa agressividade, Fogueta, do jeitinho certo, porque eles estão encaixando muito bem e eles também não brecam quando essas agressividades não dão tão certo assim.
Pois é, ele que é
How's he
novo,
been an absolute-
tá? O menino é novo, o menino é bom,
oh,
19 anos.
my Twitter timeline was
Argentina,
dominated this
e
morning
chega
by the
aqui
news
hoje
that,
como uma
you know,
das
it's
promessas
powering.
da região e também lidera o nosso
I guess it's time for the new
outro
generation
stars, que é o
of
top
mid laners
5,
now,
terminou
isn't it?
também aqui dos
Wait,
playoffs.
sorry, I'm just going back.
Ele
I'm
que é
trying to Google
novo,
Translate
tá? O
this.
menino é novo, o menino é bom, 19 anos, argentino e chega aqui hoje como uma das
Hello,
promessas da
Google
região
Translate.
e também lidera o nosso outro stats, que é o top
19
5
years
por
old.
minuto
Oops.
também aqui dos
Frick me,
playoffs.
man.
E também
Só a Red,
I'm making so many
né,
mistakes
Fogueta,
there.
também temos outros estados interessantes por aí.
Pois é, se a gente tem esse destaque
Your
com o Kazé, que é um
Favorite
menino
player,
novo,
Ray?
falando
Kaze?
da Cade,
I do
também
believe
é um
Kaze
menino novo,
has
e
a
também
lot
é
of
bom, que é
potential.
o Chico,
I
veio
definitely want
aí
to see him up there,
marcando
just like
o
Fu,
nome
right?
dele
And
nessa nossa
oh yeah, I was saying
Já
with the retirement of
passou
Tinones as well, it
pelo
feels like the
Alba,
old
que é o nosso
generation. Oh, Tins is your
também
favorite
tem
player?
pouca
Yeah.
experiência, e acho que foi um grande
It does
destaque
feel like
no nosso
he's
circuito desafiante, né?
one of the last of the old guard. I mean, okay, Shinny's still around, Robo's still around, but yeah, Tinone's leaving is like a thing for sure. On top of that too, I guess it makes way for the new generation of mid laners, right? Watching Dinkido leave as well as Tinone's was like super sad, but it also feels like it needed to happen. I don't know. I think Shinny's still usable. I will agree. I don't think he's the best jungler right now, but I also don't think he's the worst jungler. Like if he stays on, I'm not upset about it. But I also would like to see some new, some of the junglers move up for sure. Watching Cerullo this split though, I feel like Cerullo's still a little bit hit or miss. I don't know. Let's say Cerullo's one of them. Doom I think would do fine. Loud house. Oh, hey. The Ultrambi and Kissy. I mean, Kissy was just in here last year. He played with Cerullo. I love how CL instantly finds the camera and Kissy's like not even sure the camera is. Kissy not on vacation. Well, they're going for a boot camp, right? At MSI. Or is it Korean boot camp or MSI Kubud? Yeah, which Brazil is doing, or LTA South is doing. I don't think we'll see Loud Mago. I don't think Loud Aithuza is the right call either. Loud House, perhaps. I think House is really strong. Again, if Takui is good for tier 1, like if he's ready to get back to tier 1, I think Takui is probably like the pickup the offseason. Oh, was there a bug? Where'd my draft go? There we go. It's back. Okay, I like all the bans here. Mbessa ban here feels a little bit unnecessary. This worries me that you're banning Mbessa. Mbessa has clear counters. Camille is probably like one of the most played counters into Mbessa right now in Pro Play. If Shino feels he can't deal with it, then that's an issue. Just the Varus, the mid lane besides Ahri. So Talia is probably a bit high prio with, yep, there you go. With Ahri gone. I personally think Talia is probably higher power than Varus, but I understand that they want Varus. Varus is very strong. Everything's kind of available right now. One thing I think people keep forgetting is LeBlanc thing. LeBlanc is not bad. Into Talia though, it's a bit risky. True, yeah, Nico is actually probably very high prio for both these teams. I do have a concern about Nico into Varus though. I actually don't like trying to play Nico into Varus. I think it's kind of dangerous. So if Kate Stars pick it, I almost feel like it's a deny rather than a Rid turbo picks. Yeah, Rid has really solid picks. I don't like the Ezreal into the Varus, but okay. Like, I know why they do this. They do this for range and safety for Ezreal, and that he can poke and so dodge poke. I just find that in the later team fights, like a lot of times, Ezreal struggles to have the impact of Varus. I don't really like it. Low key, I actually prefer Sivir and Varus. I know it's like a weird matchup we don't see. Not that I think Sivir is a good pick into sort of lane matchup.
Estamos chegando na segunda fase de banimentos. A Kali já foi removida do outro lado.
Yeah, I mean you can like run Lucian into it. You can run things that would like run over Varus. Or like I said, you can pick something like Jinx if you're good at dodging. Like I said, if not, Sivir actually does pretty decently. Like you don't win lane, but you get perma shove, and Varus doesn't have a lot of kill threat on you. Oh, shield. On the hunt can set up ganks as well. Yeah, I like this. The fact that Gwen got banned. We pick Rumble and Kate starts winning with Ezreal instead of the Jace. Then you just, yeah, ban away the Jace. There's not a lot which does fantastically into this. Mbessa got banned as well by the side of Kate Stars. The other thing I've seen before is Aatrox, but to me Aatrox is a bit hit or miss. It's kind of more of a skill map. Jinx one, that's fair. Yeah, like, for sure it's not like our picks. There's not a lot of great our picks or meta picks into the Varus right now, which is why Varus is high prior. You could also run Kalista into Varus, right? That's why we kind of saw Kalista bans for a while. Yeah, this makes more sense to me. Just ban the Nico away. Like Nico Varus is very oppressive. Or you could run Caitlyn as well into Varus.
E realmente, essa Nico encaixa muito bem.
Galio Rice top.
Ela tá com status absurdos também.
Yeah.
A gente vê como é uma campeã muito vitoriosa aqui, então...
Galio's actually not bad with this comp.
A Rel, que não é uma grande
They're a bit
surpresa
low on
aqui
damage,
por
though.
parte da VKS, o Scamber já trouxe em várias outras oportunidades.
I don't really like Rise into Rumble so much. It's okay. Like, you outskill, it's fine.
Naturalmente, Nautilus ou Alistar seriam melhores, mas eu acho que a Rel...
I'm just not a big fan of Rise top in
ela,
general.
ela é um blind um pouco mais reliable.
Like a tank and cry.
É um pouco melhor de jogar nessa situação e também consegue alcançar muito mais fácil essas backlines.
I mean, you could pick Orin. That's probably rougher. I'd probably just go Galio here.
Melhor de 5, né, numa série
Galio or
inteira,
carry.
você
I mean, you can
quebra
still
um
outskill with just
potencial
carries in
de
top lane.
Rel
Ooh, Kaze!
MF pra frente,
Okay.
tão locado. Ô, louco.
He's feeling spicy today. I'm here for it.
Trouxe anteriormente aqui era o único cara
In
que
game
jogava
one.
de Zed.
I mean, Zed is a Talia counter, so he's just playing for lane.
E ele vai brigar aí com esse...
And I kind of like it with the
Já
buy.
tem o AD não, desculpa. O
It's a
AD
pity
na
Nico's
parte de
bad.
cima
Nico would have
do
been perfect
mapa, né,
here.
com esse
Just
run.
damage over low
Então a
composition to
composição
Fury
não
special.
fica desbalanceada.
I don't really
Fica
care if they have a
bem
tank or not right
legal,
now.
E é mais uma pessoa pra buscar o AD Carry, mais uma pessoa pra buscar essa
And now
tarefa,
we're rounding
dar
out with
tranquilidade
top lane.
dos carregadores da VKS fazerem
Galio
o
doesn't
jogo
feel that
jogar.
good into this comp in
Última
general.
seleção
Okay,
do
so
top
they just go
lane
tank
agora,
Cassante.
sabe?
That's fine.
Toda a composição da equipe da Red.
Okay, I know I said I don't really like Rise
O
top
Xante eu acho
necessarily,
mais
but this
sólida
would
aqui, eu
probably
acho
be a
que
good Rise
oferece
angle.
um pouco mais de
More than
frontline.
Cassante.
Acho que a luta é justamente a VKS
No, my screenshot too. Taking forever to load. I pressed it when they locked Cassante. Good bloody grief.
Jogo rodar. Última seleção por top laner agora.
Yeah.
Sabe toda a composição da equipe da Red e eles vão pro Xante.
O Xante eu acho que é uma escolha sólida aqui, eu acho que também oferece...
Tu tá do lado vermelho, vai dar o last pick e tu pega um Xante.
Ah, mas eu acho que é um pouco complicado, é questionável.
Game 1 dropped is interesting. It's spicier than I thought, actually. Like, I expected this maybe game 2, game 3. Well, game 3, game 4. Where we start seeing like the Zed come through and whatnot. Boomer APM. I do indeed have Boomer APM. That's why I don't play League anymore. I don't play ranked for League. I play like ARAMs and game modes where people are chill. I don't have the APM to do it. That's why I play things like Anivia, man, and Malzahar. No skill required, just decision making. Yeah, pretty spicy drops coming out from the get-go from game 1. I don't hate it though. Both comps are a little bit split in terms of what they want to do. Like the Zed doesn't really fit the rest of this composition. As for Arcade, it's just kind of they've got a little bit of everything. Like they can team fight a little bit, they can play globals a little bit. The split push isn't atrocious. It's just, yeah, kind of a jack of all trades comp. Generally fine. I'll give it a 2.5 out of 5. Not a bad comp. It can play into Red's comp. This comp, I like it a little bit better because the Varus, Rumble, Alistar is good for team fight. The Vi, Rumble, and Zed is good for picks and single target elimination. Not bad. I like this one better. And I like that Zed kind of counters the Talia. Varus should win out bot lane as well. I'll give them a 3.5. But yeah, both comps very, very playable. I just think Red has slight advantages in lane. Or, not really slight, they have big advantages. They're gonna change ARAMs? Wait, what are they doing to ARAMs? No man, ARAMs are perfect, leave them alone. You're good, you lack in school. Oh man. I think it's more fun though to have skill than decision making. But it's probably better to climb with decision making than skill. As long as you're having fun, it's a game. I think people keep forgetting. Like, when you're playing solo queue, League of Legends is just a game, man. If you're not trying to go pro, like chill. I think people forget that. Okay. Successful invade from Kate Stars to start the game.
Do Circuito Desafiante, nosso
very forceful invade too.
Circuitão na sua tela para acompanhar Cade contra Red.
I love that. I don't know if it's coming through because I lowered the volume, but I love that you can hear the crowd hearing. I can't hear what they're singing, but cool.
E a equipe da VKS ganhou o nosso Academy no ano passado. Fogueta, dados históricos aqui trazidos pelo Colossians.
Pois é, a gente tá vivendo a história, não tem como negar isso, mas pra falar um
A
pouquinho...
lot of awards are being dropped by both these.
Primeiramente, boa noite pra você.
Especially Kate Stars. I think Kate Stars probably used up all the awards dropping. Makes them vulnerable to gassing. It's a Red fan song? Oh yeah. I mean, I'm actually, to be fair, more excited about Red than I am about Kate, just because Red is truly a bunch of rookies. Like now, this entire roster is all rookies. or all actual like academy level. This has Smalley, Scamber, and Shino have had tier 1 spots before. Like, I'm still happy for them, but I'm a bit more excited for Red Academy.
Muito obrigada, bom jogo pra você. Meninos, é com vocês.
Vambora, vambora, obrigado, Fogueta. A gente recebeu aí a palavra do técnico falando um pouquinho desse Zed. Vamos ver como é que vai funcionar dentro do mapa, né? É um campeão, de certa forma, tem um risco dele, né?
Sim, pra mim é um campeão mais arriscado, porém também...
I'm actually really curious to see how Kaze works out. Because Zed against a tank feels really, really bad for side laning later, but it's really good into Talia. If Kaze gets to the point where he can actually kill Shino, though, that's when all bets are off. And it's possible for Zed. I mean, yes, he's an assassin, but he's a physical assassin, which makes it kind of weird. And Shino probably has to build magic resist to do well in lane. There's actually a very real chance that the Zed just becomes a problem. Hello, Trajan. Hello, hello, buddy. I hope you're feeling better.
É um campeão que tem um
Last
dash
week.
que não é punido pela Thalia, né? Porque é meio que um teleporte e já tá na hashtag Circuito
Yeah.
pra eu
Yeah,
participar.
the drops are quite spicy here.
Ansiedade já.
Manda aquela mensagem,
But CD drops
né,
generally
aquele
tend to be more.
alô, você pode participar com a mensagem, com a foto, com aí o seu apoio.
Kaze is a player who I have my eye on. If not Split 3, I wouldn't be surprised if next year one of the teams try and pick him up. The tier 1 teams.
Chegou pra ver a grande final do Circuito. Então, mais um ansioso.
Like the
aí
tattoo
pra
of
ser
mid
dado
lane.
flor na pele.
Pô, se a gente
Tá
tá
torcendo pros
narrando
dois.
aqui.
Tá torcendo tanto pra VKS quanto pra Red.
Tá valendo, né?
Legal.
Yeah, okay, so Cade blew most of the awards early.
Tomou o teco da torre.
Oh!
Puxa a briga.
Is it enough? One more tick?
Aquele incêndio.
It's enough, just barely enough. Holy crap, Kaze.
Flash pro lado
And now
do outro,
Sarula gets the kill. Does he get out? I don't think he gets
Sarulu
out.
que pulou
Yeah,
no
yeah,
colo
double
do
kill to Kaze.
Bruno.
This is the worst case scenario for Cade right now. Holy crap. Getting that kill on Doom is not worth it. Not when you're feeding Kaze.
Você queria conforto pro Kazé, você queria
Holy.
tranquilidade pra um Zed. 2
That's
a
actually
0
super
em 4
ultra mega bad.
minutos de jogo, 2 abates pro Zed.
And Shino had to
O
flash.
Cristinho também vai sofrendo.
Não é à toa que o Kazé é o cara que tem mais bad
Yeah,
damage.
he high-key is
Então,
goated.
esses números aí se
You know what,
provam,
watching Kaze
apesar de
on the day that
ter
Tinons is
esse set, já
retiring
começar com esses dois
helps to
abates
nullify
e
some of
dá
that,
esse potencial
that
pro Zed
sadness
continuar
of
jogando
one of
de
the
uma forma
goats of
agressiva. Isso
retiring.
pode ser muito perigoso com double
Watching the
buff
new
também pra
bloods
poder
come in.
brecar um pouco dessa telinha, mas a gente vai ver como tudo acontece. Ele vai garantir esse nível
Yeah, like,
4
we weren't
dessa
even watching mid
sequência
lane, we were watching that,
combates,
and out of
pra
nowhere,
conseguir
Clutch
dessa
just
compra,
dies.
Mas a gente viu como ele não tava esperando no final da troca o nível 4 do Kazé chegando.
O Kazé foi puxado pra
Oof,
perto da
that
torre,
turret shot.
ele tomou aquele hit
That turret
kill,
shot probably killed
você
Quats,
vê,
yep.
pegou o nível
Quats
4
over aggressed.
instantaneamente
And to
foi
be fair,
pra
how
frente.
frequently do you see Zed now in the wild? Like, I'm pretty sure Quats doesn't know the
Cara,
big
eu não
point.
tava acreditando nessa troca. Ele tomou um prejuízo, aquele teco da torre,
Oh,
achei que
so-
já ia rodar. E aí o Doom
Genuinely though, I don't know
entregou
why.
pro mid lane.
Pegou o
From,
nível
sorry.
4 e
Oh, that
Cara,
was
eu
cute.
não tava
I don't know why
acreditando
you'd
nessa
walk
troca. Ele tomou um prejuízo, aquele
like
teco
this
da
way
torre,
into the
achei
blast
que
cone if
já
you're just gonna go back this way. Like you might as well just walk out that way if you're doing that.
Double kill pro mid lane.
Kaze in front of Cloud, cute.
Tchauzinho assim já no primeiro jogo. Em casa, tá? Soltinho. Tá em casa demais. Chegou, confortável, legal, 2 abates. Volta pra lane com o martelo de Caulfield já. E aí vai pegar uma tarefa que tem que estacar a gota. Então a tendência é que esse Zed vá ter
Alphas
um
Warhammer
impacto
against a
pra manter o
tier.
controle
Yeah,
da
Quats
situação.
cannot
Começar a
play this.
fazer o jogo acelerado da Red.
Isso, de certa forma, pode até forçar a
He's gonna hit level 6
Tem
with just a
uma
tier.
ultimate, tem uma situação que ela
Quats is gonna be stacking that tier real
pode
fast.
ser um cenário um pouco complicado que atrase um pouco essa itemização, mas a gente tá vendo que por hora justamente esse ouro total aqui, que é justamente o Kazé e o Sarolo que conseguiram essas eliminações nesse começo do jogo, então nada muito fora do normal, mas as equipes já estão se movimentando pra parte de baixo do mapa e vai ter treta por aqui.
Pode ser um 3 contra 3.
So Sarulu's just bullying Doom every time he sees him. Doom is behind.
Do outro Doom. O Zed tem que dar aquela cabeçada,
Oh.
perseguido pelo Smiley, que vai castigando, garante o abate
Oh
dele.
my goodness, they snipe!
O Rabelo pega o outro do outro lado.
Wait, Kaze? Why are we backing off? Get in there, Kaze.
Muito
They
bem
need
pro
you.
seu EZ. Double kill pra
The bot lane's
ele.
ending.
E se
They
de um
need you.
lado tem um Zed crescendo,
Yeah,
do
that's really
outro
good
vai
for
ter
Smalley,
esses
though.
real do Smiley com double
Smalley's pre-game
kill.
interview, he was
Então,
like
as duas equipes
overly humble in
têm
my
as
opinion. I think
suas
Smalley was doing fine.
ameaças
He was not the
já
issue.
decretadas.
E a gente viu agora
He's
como
again,
foi
he's-
um pouco
he's
estranho
hard carrying
essa
his
luta,
team.
porque o Doom não tava esperando que o Salo estivesse na posição. E
See
no
if it's
momento
enough.
que ele pisou ali
It's
naquele
kind of hard for
já
Smalley
foi
when
feito
Kaze's an
uma
assassin
iniciação,
though, and Kaze's
e era o
getting
momento
fed.
também que a equipe da Red tava lutando na rota inferior, então um time um pouco esquisito de não
That's kind of the
compreender
triangle, right?
aonde poderia
AD
estar o caçador
carries
adversário e foram cobrados.
get
aqui. A gente
wrecked
tá vendo que a
by
VKS
mid
tá mantendo o
laners,
jogo bem ativo no mapa, e
then
falando
to get
de
wrecked by
atividade,
top
eles também
laners,
começou a aprontar por aqui
then to
mais
get
um
wrecked by
pouco
AD
disso.
carries.
O Zed tá chegando também.
So
O Zed
sucks
tá
that
chegando.
for Smalley that
Eles vão
Kaze's
pra
winning.
essa briga, mais uma briga separada, né? Um lado os top laners, do outro lado os suportes, mas por enquanto vai ficar por isso mesmo. O Zed vai saindo, os câmbio é a mesma coisa.
E a equipe da VKS não podia comprar isso daqui por causa da prioridade
Went
que o Kazé
back.
tem na parte central. Eu vi
Ruby
quando
Crystal
o Zed começou a aparecer no campo
off
de
the
visão
Kaze
dos
row.
Camber, o Zed do Kazé já tava no Arauto. Então a equipe da VKS segurou ali a força, segurou a tentativa de engage, porque poderia virar um 4x2 rapidinho.
E aí eu acho que é importante também ressaltar como a equipe da Red tem noção. Se esse Zed tiver liberdade só pra puxar a onda de minions e colocar a Thalia debaixo da torre, já vai ter um grande. Por quê? Impede que esse Xingzao possa crescer tanto assim e também impede qualquer movimentação que a Thalia vá fazer.
Signing Kaze to the top
isso
lane.
também breca um pouco o jogo da VKS em termos de encontrar mais oportunidades pra conseguir crescer e isso acaba sobrando justamente nas mãos do Sarolo.
Cara, mas aí complicou, o Kazé tomou a pancada, chegou o Zed, ele veio no ultimate pra cima do Scamber, derrete a vida dele!
Yuzen, block the next Q, for goodness sakes. Thank you, Yuzen.
Fugindo do smile.
Yeah, you can't dive this.
Speaking
here and everything. I mean, that was a meta, Ray, at the beginning of 2025. Or end of 2024. Beginning of 2025. No, it was last year, sorry. Last year. Because I remember the NA Tier 2 was... Actually, even here in Brazil, they were doing the modified tier list, right? And we had, like, Vayne top. And we had, like, actual triple AD carry. Tristana mid and whatever your normal AD carry was in the bot lane.
Pois aí, vai fechar esse primeiro item muito rápido.
Was a thing for a
Pode
bit.
esse eclipse nesse momento, então, que vai dar um pouco mais de dano. Vai ter esse escudo, vai ter essa resistência, então pode tornar um momento...
Yeah, that's an interesting rotation. I actually thought it was kind of weird they sent Kaze up there, but I was like, okay, they can burst Smolly, and then they just melted Scamber. Yuzen's doing the right thing. He was dead. He was just buying Rebellion. Fortunately, no deathmark for Kaze means they can't. Oh, they're gonna try? Oh no, I don't think they should try. Just sit in your lane, Kaze, and I guess this is... Yeah, okay, he opts out. I do think Cade Stars have been playing the early game much better. They are much more proactive this game, and I love it. Sarolu especially has been really giving it to Doom. I think the last series, Doom was actually outpacing Sarolu, which is a big problem. Because Sarolu is a really good aggressive jungler, but when he's on the back foot, I think it kind of screws.
E a equipe da VKS gosta também desse controle.
Whereas this game, he's been much more aggressive.
Acho que nessas duas últimas semanas, a maneira que o Sarolo vem impondo esse mapa em termos de ritmo...
He just needs to kind of play around Kaze a little bit. Like, whoever lanes up against Kaze is probably in trouble, so... Yeah, if Kaze burns Deathmark, just make a play immediately after. And forcing team fights early before Kaze becomes an issue.
Ou ele carregava muito, ou ele poderia ser um dos caras que comprometia essas vitórias e ver essa maneira, e ver essa mudança toda.
As for Kaze, it's kind of the opposite. If Deathmark is up, he probably should be...
Went
back top.
invadindo o território na parte de baixo.
De olho nessa selva aí.
I actually thought Kaze would go towards the bot side fight and try and look for Ollie.
Vai saindo agora, parece
Or Sorolo.
o time da Cade ganha território na própria selva e vai focando aí no meio do mapa onde tá só o Rabelo.
Roubaram azul mesmo. Ficou no fim das contas pro Doom.
Item-wise, it's kind of funny too because RED.A actually have a bit of a one-item power spike because Kate needs to go a bit tanky to try and stop Kaze from starting Quats. So, item-wise, it should favor Cade, sorry, Red, for me. But compositionally, I think Cade's comp for team fights. Especially when using not 6 yet.
A partir do momento que esse Zed consegue ficar um com essa Thalia, consegue colocar
Red just had to kind
eu
of
acho que também tem uma possibilidade iminente de dive. Então, eu vejo que colocar desse jeito aqui acaba sendo bom. E a VKS...
I think if Kaze sets up first and gets a pick, then it's not.
Eles colocaram na parte
No, it's kind of...
só para proteger eventuais dives aqui, já é um grande reforço que eles estão preocupados com a segurança e justamente do potencial que o Kazé pode sonobalar.
Sim, o papo é todo esse, né? É o quanto que o Kazé vai chamar de atenção agora, o tanto que ele vai segurar e ampliar ainda mais essa vantagem. Faltam 40 segundos.
Chino was actually good last year. He was holding his own against some of the top hitters. But he's actually been struggling. Like, even Zekus, well, not even, Zekus is good. Well, that wasn't no winning lane. You know, is losing lanes to a lot of the CD top laners though.
A diferença de farm é muito grande, tá bem na frente, tá solto, chama o escando ali a galera. Tem que tomar cuidado com esse Rumble, porque é um campeão que tá forte no meta.
Eu acho que também é importante destacar o spike muito grande aqui da equipe da composição da equipe da Red.
This is good for Cade. The slower the game, the better it is for Cade.
O Kazé tem esse eclipse e o Zinx também tá muito próximo de fechar esse.
But the fact that we've not seen Kaze pull out another random kill out of nowhere, that's props to Cade.
Pode ser um grande problema pra VKS conseguir retornar, porque eles estão com uma composição justamente mais focada nesse scale. Então eles têm que ser um pouco cuidadosos e bem seletivos em como eles vão selecionar essas lutas.
Tem duas gotas, tem Roas atacando. É o Zinx que vai se aproximar dessa brincadeira. O Kazé não vem ou não. Ele vai
keep in mind too, Kaze no TP.
Isso pode ser um problema pro time da Red, né? Vai lutar
Kaze
com um
can't
jogador mais forte.
hammer
Não é pra
quads.
brincar. Não é pra equipe da VKS brigar aqui.
Ó, o Chino pode ser cercado.
Oh!
Ele, por enquanto, tá seguro.
That was nice from Chino.
Agora sim vai
That
saindo.
barely
E o
sliding
time
away
da
from the
Red
ball breaker.
domina o Rio, mas aqui
If he
tá
gets hit by
próximo.
ball breaker, he
Eu
has to
não
miracle.
acho que a equipe da VKS deveria brigar aqui não, por causa de tudo que o professor falou. A Red tá no spike, no primeiro spike dos itens deles, enquanto a VKS tem 2 gotas, tem roa pra estacar. É uma briga
I kind of don't like this that Kaze still.
E mais do que isso.
Like, there's a massive item lead right now.
Eu tava de olho pra ver se
Rod
o
of
Zed
Ages isn't really.
ia voltar, ele vai
And if you're
fazer
there,
um
you can
box.
one-shot Smalley, so
Lá na parte de cima. Vamos ficar ligado, pode ser um
But Kaze being up there with no
4-4,
TP
mas ele tem a
means
força
Cade
da
gets
pelo
this.
menos isso a favor do time da Cade, que vai fazendo o dragão e fazendo muito rápido.
And it's even more disgusting that Quats isn't even have to show. Quats just has to fog, get them to back off.
Fiquei surpreso da Red não forçar um pouco mais a mão aqui.
É um pouco esquisito, porque eu acho que eles deslocaram muito os
Biggest
jogadores
dragon
na roda
ever.
inferior. E eu acho que a partir disso eles perderam toda essa prioridade do Rio e o controle. Então, qualquer engage errado, eles também perderiam muito fácil essa luta. Então, eu acho que o grande ponto é que eles deslocaram recursos demais pra uma jogada que não daria certo, a eliminação no Xante.
O ponto positivo pra mim é que, no fim das contas, o KZ ficou livre na parte de cima.
Kind of like times like this where I really wish I could hear.
Um Kai 200, já que ele vai
Can't figure out
botar em
what
cima do Quats, esse Zed vai chegando perto do segundo item, vai chegando perto de ser um problema ainda maior. O dragão, eles perdem também a proeza.
Kaze didn't even get that many plates off the top lane. Only 2 plates off the top lane.
Mas não é algo.
And while Red was like
Enfim,
kind of dancing
acabar
around
com
the
o jogo
dragon,
da Red
we weren't
ou
getting any
botar a VKS
advantages in.
completamente de volta nessa
Like they didn't
partida.
shove waves
Mas eu acho que o
in.
grande ponto aqui é que eu acho que a VKS está muito
Only
bem em
top
termos de
side game cross.
objetivos. Você traçou esse ponto e acho que o fato deles pegarem esses primeiros dragões aqui garante um bom ponto aqui, porque primeiro, eles não necessariamente precisam ficar tão desesperados com o stack, porque a equipe da Red
Eles crescem,
não vai
né?
conseguir pegar. E acho que o segundo ponto também é que isso dá uma tranquilidade, uma neutralidade do mapa. O Gruntar já tá apontando aqui que a Thalia já fechou esse bastão das eras também, então vai conseguir crescer ainda
Well, it's only
mais.
700, plus 700 for considering that you had
Isso tudo que
big
escalar
lead.
ainda, o fato da equipe da VKS ter passado
idea.
à frente nesses primeiros passos.
the biggest deficits are coming from jungle and bot lane.
Permitem a eles um pouco mais de espaço, um pouco mais de tranquilidade para segurar o jogo enquanto os itens vão estacando. Pode ter briga.
Use Intus Unbreakable. This is a fight that Red could take. Oh, beautiful equalizer. There we go. That's what you want to see. That's hilarious to me. Scamber, freaking Scamber. Tried to body block and then was like, I'm not that tanky. Flashed away and kind of low-key put Cyril in a bad spot. Not that it mattered. He didn't cut the headbutt. That's a good play. That's what I was waiting for Red, right? Like they're strong. They need to push it. Take advantage of that. Force this fights to get. Oh, base race. Shino wins the base race. Or not base race, turret racing. That's feats of strength to Cade. Actually, the race itself, good for Cade stars. Everything that happened before, terrible.
A VKS pelo menos consegue garantir essas proezas. E um detalhe, nessa jogada, o Shino não tinha um teleporte também
Never
pra
thinking he's
conseguir chegar
Cavallo.
e realmente ajudar a equipe. Então a Red também conseguiu fazer uma ótima
It's the
leitura de
Rel
fazer esse
Rel
avanço.
syndrome, you know.
Mas como foi
Pick Rel and you
mencionado,
think you
as
Cavallo
proezas
just because you're on a
físicas
horse.
da VKS, que nem perde tempo, Gruntarzão. Já querem vir pra esse objetivo porque eles têm esse tempo do mapa e a Red tá longe demais.
I think Cade is playing better macro right now than Red. Red's a little bit slower. That's something I criticized Cade last time, so I'm glad that Cade is fixing the problem and playing faster than. The fight was bad, but that wasn't like a tempo issue. Setup issue. That's Red just forcing this.
Basicamente todos os recursos da Red.
Kaze gonna die.
5 abates, tio. 5 abates pra ele. A equipe da VKS inteira aqui, tá? Em cima do Zedão. É todo mundo. Ele pode morrer aqui. É travado. Tenta se esconder, mas eliminado. Bem na torre. E aí, tá aí.
Voltou.
He juked the camera.
Eu achei que ele tinha morrido na rei antes até. Mas ó, teve o...
Yeah, no, Kaze was dead. I don't even think he should have turned around, to be honest. Or if he turned around, the moment he saw people running past the turret, he just needed to all in clots right away. That death was kind of in vain.
A neutralização veio cantando e o Shinzal
Grunter called dead and he's Technically, Grunter's not wrong. He was dead. It just took a bit longer and the camera didn't catch him.
Já estavam na parte de baixo do mapa, então tinha essa leitura de que a VKS iria
Yeah, but
fazer
at least Zinz gets the bot side, right? Like, that's the play you need to make. Kaze just splits push right now, and the rest of the team makes plays. Because Cade just has to send like 3 people to deal with Kaze, minimum.
parada toda
then he
que a
escaped
equipe
and
da
then
Red
died.
estava defendendo tão bem o Kazé no momento em que eles
This is why I feel bad for play-by-play sometimes, because like you call the death because it should happen, and then he gets away, and then you correct yourself, oh he lives, and then immediately after he dies, and you're just like, well I was wrong every single time.
Mas eles deveriam ter
But technically you weren't.
recuado, né?
Essa consciência.
Is it color? I don't even have to say that. I just watch it happen and I talk about it after.
Vai arredondar um pouco mais, deixar o jogo mais redondo como eles vêm fazendo, como eles estavam fazendo.
A Red vem em bloco agora, pra essa parte inferior do mapa, faltou 30 segundos pro dragão nascer, eles não querem...
I don't know. I know they're like talking about the vision that expired and put Kaze in a map. And Loki, I think in the first place, Red was just not utilizing Kaze fully anyways, and they didn't really have that much put up for Kaze.
A gente já tem esse controle já, e isso é muito vantajoso, porque eles têm
It's more that Cade didn't have a reason to gank Kaze, right? Before that, Cade was playing macros. They were going for objectives and setting up for that. Which is the right call for them.
Passou a barra incendiária, 5 contra 5 honesto aqui dentro do Rio. O time da Cade vai se posicionando pra forçar a torre. A galera da Red tá mais perto do dragão.
I hate this from...
A Cade pode derrubar essa
I
torre
hate that we're seeing
agora.
this now from Red. Right? Like they should have been doing this earlier. And now they're behind tempo.
Vai perder a torre do meio e ainda não
This is now a bad call.
A equipe da VKS
First drag,
agradece essa
okay,
hesitação
fine.
da equipe
See
da
that.
Red,
Second drag should have been
que vai
yours,
jogando
and this third
melhor
drag,
no mapa.
like you can take it,
Aquele
but you should be
set
forcing
de
Cade Stars
dragões
back
que a gente
first.
tinha falado anteriormente já
Now you
fez
just
a
gave
primeira
away
vítima, foi
outer
essa
mid
torre
for
da
that
parte
dragon.
central, porém, agora o Doom tá chegando pelo lado,
Kinda
o Rabelo
don't
junto
think-
com eles, gente também.
Pode ter um engage, mas foi jogado debaixo da torre. O Doom vai
Doom got
sofrendo
caught.
demais.
Nice play from Shino.
A vida dele tá detonada, ele tá fora de briga. O Sarolu
Good
vai
sidestep
fazendo
from
a
Zen.
linha de frente. O Kazé não veio pra essa. Ele tá lá do outro lado, tá lá longe. A Red só sai.
Maybe
E
it's
aí
because they're
o
in person,
Smiley
maybe
vai
there's a crowd, but
chovendo
Red
Não
Academy are playing
terminou,
not as clean
Watson
as they were.
Watson chegando. É puxado o Zente. Ele tenta
Oh, nice hit by
cabecear.
Vince.
Belo equalizador.
And beautiful
Bom,
equalizer.
o time da Cade.
Wait, no, Doom, that's bad, bro! Doom freaking ending! Your whole team is running away, and then Doom just randomly decides to turn back around on the equalizer? Like, no, man!
A barragem incendiária e coletou o abate. A equipe da Red tá mostrando uma
Holy
desincronia
crap.
que eles não haviam mostrado anteriormente. Tínhamos acabado de falar, vocês tinham acabado de falar, o Kazé foi pra parte de cima. Não
Yeah,
tem pra
that
que
was a
começar
really
brigar.
bad.
E aí o Doom vai pro meio da brincadeira. A Red se complicou, jogou fora uma vantagem que tava, pô, mais de 2.000 de ouro, voltou pra equipe da VKS nesses últimos 2-3 minutos.
E acho que o grande ponto é que começa aqui na rota do meio agora, porque a gente vê já essa luta toda do
Like the running is already kind of rough, and they're just trying to survive at this point. I think a lot of them played, like Zinz and Yuzin played it quite well. I like that hitback from Yuzin. He's just running right now. That equalizer right here is great. That's your call to get the hell out.
Dos dois, e a VKS
Especially for, like, the key thing to me is Rebello. If this play wants to happen, you need to be watching for Rebello to come in with you. If Rebello's not with you, this play doesn't work.
conseguiu aproveitar muito bem. O Doom acaba
Like, Zinz is overheated, and he's got no flash. What did you think he was going to do? Rebello hops over so late, and Doom's already dead by the time anything can happen. It's just,
O ultimate do Doom
wow.
demorou um pouco pra vir junto com a sincronia, né? Junto com o equalizador. E esse cara cresce muito no stage, cara. A gente não falou sobre isso, mas o Smiley cresce
syndrome,
muito.
I guess. But then it's not even like you landed a Q and had to follow up. Like, literally, you pressed R.
Mas foi realmente uma jogada esquisita. A Cade agradece, fizeram a torre, os abates, viraram a diferença de ouro e agora estão numa boa, porque a gente vem
That's
dizendo,
more
os campeões do time da Cade vão crescendo
syndrome.
partida.
Sabe muito, Luna. Tá
That's super random.
assistindo junto com o supervisor. Dentro
Tá
do
com o
trabalho,
supervisor.
mas junto com o supervisor. Tá controlado.
Se a
Então,
chefia libera, tá podendo, né?
é isso, é isso.
Oh.
E o Teus torcendo pra Red.
Game's still very, very
e
even.
torcendo pela taça.
I think Cade are slightly
Vai a
in
entrada do
the
time
lead
da
right
Red
now.
na parte superior
But it's
da
mostly just
selva
how they're
da
playing. I
galera
think
da
Cade is
Cade, que não
playing
tem visão,
better.
eles batem em
They fixed their
retirada.
problems from the upper
Nesse
finals, and
momento,
Red are playing a
a
lot
gente
sloppier than they
só
were.
tem como objetivo atacar,
Again, I don't know if this is rookie
mas
nerves, right?
a Red vai
Like, how many of these
começar.
guys have actually played in
Pode ser
person?
um pouco perigoso isso aqui que não tá,
Studio
porque a equipe
live.
da Red, a equipe da VKS, desculpa, já tá
With the
começando a
crowd
se movimentar
watching.
pra parte de cima do mapa, mas um ótimo
Isso faz
controle
muito
aqui.
rápido, não?
É, fazem um pouco rápido sim, o Varus consegue eliminar esse objetivo.
Because
mas a
last
divisão
year,
aqui,
when they did
o
in
atacante já
studio,
perdeu
it was
metade da
mostly
vida, mas a
Cade
VKS
and
tá em
Pain.
posição de contestar.
É muito perigoso, eles engajaram Sarolu, ele usa um ultimate, passa a barragem sem
Smalley's doing work right now, holy.
Escambou a entrada, Quats também fechou, a
What
galera
is-
da Red tem que recuar, porque tá
Okay,
caindo muito
there's the
detonando,
pop.
mas esse engage no Quats,
And Kaze's back in, well played.
os abates vão sair,
But Smalley's still free powering.
o Chino fica por ali, e ele roubou,
No shot, Shino stole it.
atacando a Red, fica um 3 contra 3,
What?
ainda tá muito perigoso,
Smiley.
Zete tá muito detonado, o Smiley de longe,
They need
vai
to deal with
só no
Smalley.
gol,
Kaze needs to
castigando,
target
castigando a
Smalley,
galera
not
da Red.
Sarolo,
Tem
not
que sair
Quats.
dali, e o
Mas é.
atacante ficou pra Cade.
O Kazé fica só esperando o momento de fazer mais uma entrada. E no final das
Dante
contas,
gets
a briga
items, yeah.
bagunçada, o Smiley conseguiu escapar.
Yeah, that's my
conseguiu
concern.
sair
Like Kaze,
se
That's the big issue.
Na frente e ficou só chovendo um pouco e tá aí o replay como tudo aconteceu. A Red veio pra cima, mas o Atacan mina as defesas da Red. Olha o dano que eles tomaram da barragem do Smiley.
That was well played from Scamber though. That's why Doom ended up.
Forçando esse excesso de recursos a ser gasto, mas olha como o Smiley tá tranquilão, ele tá livre, consegue.
But right there, oh man. Like I get why Kaze went on Sarulu. You're trying to remove the smite, but to be completely honest, the issue isn't Sarulu. Like it's Smalley. Smalley's the one ripping your team a new one. 4-1 and 3. His damage numbers are probably double everybody else in this team.
Sem buscar essa iniciação bem rápida e coesa que consiga essas eliminações, a Red acaba não tendo tanta chance assim.
I almost deleted your message like freaking wall Korean text. Message was so long that on my chat window I couldn't see your name.
Para chamar atenção.
Who was it? Showmaker?
A equipe da Red de uma fight que tava bem organizada inicialmente.
The OG Korean.
Uma partida que começou tão bem para eles. O Zed já não tá fazendo aquela diferença toda, já não tá conseguindo passar o carreto como ele quer, como ele gostaria.
He's not at that level yet. The nerfs they made to Cassante are very impactful. I don't think we have that sort of the fact that Shino managed to get that.
Não tá fácil não, tá? O jogo complicou muito pra ele.
E chegou nos stacks, o professor, os itens.
Pois é, e vale destacar aqui agora que o Zed também tem
I need to fix the problems though. They're not looking coordinated.
Conseguiu fazer sentada, mas a gente sabe que o poke de ambas as equipes aqui pode ser muito perigoso e crucial pra vencer essa luta.
Essa movimentação toda é por conta do dragão, que já nasceu.
Using eating a lot of free poke right now.
O Smiley vai castigando nesse poke. O Ezreal é muito bom pra isso. E ele vai aproveitando tudo que pode e vai deixando a galera da Red com a vida
tank items coming for Smalley, third item already. Don't hate it. I actually think it's a good call against Scam. Like the Zed threat is.
Isso é um perigo. Esse flank é muito perigoso. Olha ele. Foi encontrado pelo Sarulu, que tá forte, aguenta tancar. Eles vão voltando. 4 a porta, jogou o Rabelo lá pro outro lado, equalizador no chão. A Cade tá longe desse equalizador, tá mais ou menos segura.
Cook him, Zins. Cook him. They found Smalley. Kazi got the right target. Let's go. Surely they win the fight. Yeah, yeah. It's just that easy. Kill Smalley. Oh, damn. Nice. Rebello gets the Quadra, too. Gonna be honest, in that fight, he might get the Quadra. Rebello was not doing the bulk of the work. The ones doing the bulk of the work there was Vince, Kaze, and Yuzin. Rebello got to free fire pretty comfortably.
4 kills pro Varus e trazem de volta ao jogo. Se parecia que a equipe da VKS
For me, with this build, with Rebello's job is actually to poke people out, and he wasn't letting the poke. That distract given the fact that Smiley was gapping. Exactly. This part got kind of messed up for Kaze a little bit. He got zoned out. But right here, Yuzin was huge. Yuzin was king. Like when Quats went across like this, Yuzin kind of knew like, well, I kind of got to go in and cause trouble. Like, he was already charging it. He could have backed off, but if he backed off, then I think Doom and Rebello try. But him just jumping in like that causes the chaos. Beautiful pull up from Zins, and then Zins is the other sort of big thing in the fight here. Look at Rebello. Rebello isn't doing much because he's freaking Lethal Riveris. So he's trying to land his skills. Whereas Zins is cooking him. Zins and Yuzin set up massively. Kaze got the right target. The single biggest thing this fight is just killing Smalley. And Kaze finally did it. Clean up well. Yeah, he did. I mean, Rebello is free power, right? Like, he still has the right click stuff. It's not like he did poorly by any means. I mean, you could see his damage, second highest. But it's more just that, like, he had it easy. And for most of this game, suspect Rebello, his job is just not die, right? Not die, and you don't need to like max out your TPM, but you just need to not die and clean up. The ones who need to absolutely max out their TPM, Kaze. Even if Zins dies for it, it's fine. As long as he's cooking them hard enough. I'd love to see Zins pick up a... he's probably going for Death Gap. I'd actually have preferred a... Seeker's on guard. I think what might happen to Zins is that he's going to get in the middle of the fight when he's cooking people. And if you can just flame spit while you're stasis, it's going to do a lot of work. But that's fine. I mean, great damage works there.
mas não deu.
That was just one fight though. Even though they're up 2.3k,
Um monte de gente nele.
out of all the fights we've seen so far, that's the one I think really solid fight RED has had. I need to see that happen again. If not, I think Cade can still win a fight.
E agora os Ints foi encontrado, boa defesa do gente, mas o Scamber faz a entrada e a barragem derrete a galera da
That
Red,
equalizer.
que é obrigada a recuar.
Equalizer, oh, it just split them so well, that equalizer.
O time da Cade foca bem jogando tudo, já garantiu a primeira.
Yeah,
E a
Smalley's ripping
segunda
them one again.
eliminação. E eles vêm pra passar o
I mean, they kill
carrego.
Smalley, but it's like kind of late.
4 abates, ficou só o Kazé e ele sozinho. É muito complicado.
É uma missão impossível pro Kazé agora. Ele contra 3 jogadores. Tem um caçador inimigo.
Oh,
Kazé
you get the
vai
stun?
tentando ganhar espaço, tentando fazer
That's funny.
milagre.
Kaze is actually fighting 1v3.
Ele pula pra um lado, pro
Yo,
outro.
Scamber,
Aí
bro,
derrete a vida do
bro.
Scamber, mas agora chegou o Sarulu,
Okay,
que tá muito
Sarulu's
forte.
there. Sarulu's the one they need.
O smite maroto.
Anybody else has to be
O
careful.
Kazé faz de tudo, flash
Kaze is
pra
actually
sair.
just, oh my goodness, this man.
Ele é um ninja.
Absolute
Pois é,
monster.
ele usou sombra,
Absolute.
usou flash, ainda tinha manto de Nimbus ali pra poder sair, era muita coisa sendo utilizada, mas assim, a gente vê como a equipe da Red pisou demais onde deveria, os índices é pego e acabou tomando o controle de grupo, gasta esse flash, Colosso, mas a gente vê o posicionamento da Red não tá favorável pra essa luta.
This fight started so badly for Red too. Good on Cade to recognize that, hey, this is the right angle. But that equalizer and the Kaze threat actually bought so much time.
Olha o quanto que ele demorou.
Zins and Kaze for
Quando
me.
ele entrou na briga,
Oh, this game, pardon
é
me.
literalmente quando
Only
o
game one.
último cara da Red caiu.
Mas eu acho que o grande ponto aqui é que a Red não precisava comprar a luta dessa forma, porque
100%.
primeiro, não estavam no
100%.
posicionamento, mas de novo, estão pisando às vezes um pouquinho demais, que a VKS tá conseguindo identificar muito bem, cobrando e buscando esses engages, então ambas as equipes estão conseguindo ser muito proativas e identificar esses erros e principalmente cobrar essas movimentações erradas que o adversário vem fazendo.
Scamber, ele ficou
Doom
pra trás
Vi
agora,
has not been
saindo da corrente da
very
corrupção,
impressive for me.
o ultimate do Varus,
Like, his
então,
early game
foi
didn't get very many
perdido, é um
ganks off. His
recurso
cease and desist
importante
or
pra
missed.
Red. Eles não vão
Even there, like,
ter
his wall break was
muita
just shy a
proteção
little
na
bit.
zona
That's a
do
bit of a
Barão,
problem to me.
Só que daqui a 40 segundos tem dragão nascendo.
É, a gente tá vendo aqui que vai continuar.
Okay.
Pega
There we go.
o Smiley lá atrás,
He's cooking. Smalley's actually dying.
sendo derretida,
They got Smalley. Nice.
eliminado. O Kazé levou essa.
I'll say he got
Tira
Smalley
uma
too
coisa
from
na linha
quite a
de
ways
frente,
away.
a Red tá toda machucada.
Oh, nice.
Assim, eles vão brigando e brigando muito bem.
He
Chegaram
popped
no
Chino.
corte, força aquele flash. Ele vai mandando pedrada, mas fica pra trás.
Okay, there you go.
Também eliminado.
Kaze did work, yeah.
Agora sim,
Just as I was
Gaga,
despairing
o
for
Kazé
Doom,
participa da luta.
he gets the right
Mete
target.
aquele
The cease and desist
triple kill e ele vem
equalizer.
pra base.
Smalley lost like 2/3 of his health with that
Voltar
equalizer.
agora a equipe da Red
Even
se
with the,
estruturou e aqui é
Look at what this
jogo,
component
hein?
is called.
Faltam 20 segundos pra equipe da VKS.
Facial. Okay.
Será que dá pra dar
ressurgir,
GG?
renascer. O Scamber vai tentar parar.
No, you said it
Ele
earlier.
vai tentar
É um
ganhar
milagre.
tempo, tá pulando pra um lado pro outro. O problema é que ele já é eliminado. Saiu aquele ace. A Red quer acabar
I don't think
o
it's
jogo.
game.
10
There's 10
segundos
seconds
pro
on.
Smiley nascer. Será que
Or
vai
maybe
dar
it is.
tempo? A primeira torre já caiu. A segunda vai sendo alvejada. O Smiley nasceu junto com o Sarulu. Já mandou a barra.
Okay, yeah, they can hold.
Nexus tá pelado.
That two-shot barrage
Eles
didn't
vão
work.
tentar defender. Vão tentar limpar. O Kazé é abatido. E
Holy
a
crap.
Cade se segura.
Holy crap, they held.
Vivaços os heróis do time da Cade.
Let's go.
Se defenderam
He will not
do
go quietly into that good
improvável
night.
no fim das contas. Se defenderam dessa situação esquisita que tinha ficado depois da última fight. O Doom é o único que tá vivo. Ele vai fazer o aronguejo pra ter alguma informação.
Weirdly enough, it's really good for Red that they didn't manage to get all the dragons and they didn't fight the early dragons. Because if this was Elder that Kato was picking up right now, it's game over. Baron is still really good for them, but it's not game over. Like, Red can still win fights. Even with Baron buff. And Kate might actually struggle to use the Baron buff.
É, meus amigos, mas com esse barão, o time da Cade vai se segurar, hein? Vai se segurar porque é só aquela onda do meio que tá estragada. Eles vão ter barão agora
I
pra
think
poder
while
sair
Kate has
da
played
base.
a better game so far, Red is starting to play cleaner. I think that's a big problem for them. Like the last two fights, you can see that Red have kind of figured out. Like whatever was not working for them in the earlier fights, whether it was nerves or whatever, comms, they've cleaned it up. Even that last Nexus push, even if they get wiped there, I don't even blame them, right? Like they're low on health. That's why I was like, I was thinking Sarulu and Smalley would be able to hold. Yeah, and Red just full sent it because they probably knew it was going to be like kind of iffy if they could get the Nexus, but they were willing to take the shot. Yeah, you can see the K-Stars problem. They've got Baron. They technically, like the gold lead is negligible after they got Baron. But they can't actually push out right now. It's really hard for them. Get Baron, lose Dragon, fall Baron.
pessoal da VKS consegue respirar um pouco mais, principalmente porque tem esses super minions também, mas a Red, se conseguir buscar uma luta interessante aqui, é GG. Então, o grande ponto é justamente a VKS...
That's really risky, by the way. You know it doesn't have teleport.
Serem bem criteriosos, porque a gente tá vendo que ambas as equipes...
If Red's tracking their timers properly, Red can just slam.
O time da Cade tá oprimido, né? Eles ficam dentro da base, não tem muito como sair daí, não tem muito o que fazer. Eles vão
They know it. That's why they're clearing out vision. They need to actually destroy the wards. Because if not, that's a flank ward that they don't have vision on there.
Do outro lado tá o Chino tentando dar uma descontada. Pra mim a parada é essa, eles precisam pelo menos uma lane pra trabalhar. Se a equipe da VKS tiver uma lane, eles podem finalizar esse jogo. E aí o Loop é claro.
They didn't get rid of that ward. I hate this.
Tá jogando demais, irmão. Que isso, pô. Tá jogando muito, conseguindo pegar esses abates. Às vezes o time da Red perdeu a briga foi que ele ou tava mal posicionado ou porque ele não tava.
No. When it's Red Academy, when it's the young, when it's Crush Cannons, it's not disrespectful. It's just that they're young. They're inexperienced. Truly though, I don't think they're being disrespectful. I just think that they were willing to take the risk of trying to end the game. If it works, they win. If they lose, it's still playable. They came back from a deficit earlier.
Cara, a diferença de ouro não existe. O time da Cade, bizarro isso, apesar
holy crap, Zinz is going full damage build. Death Cap into Lightning Jewel? Damn.
Olha como essa barragem.
Ouch, yikes.
Eu vou repetir. A Cade tá forte no jogo.
That's just one true shot barrage.
A diferença de ouro não existe. Sim, vai cair mais uma torre. A equipe da VKS vai conseguir derrubar duas T2 com esse.
Maybe it was a bit disrespectful. Red might regret this. Not one shot.
Agora que eles já consertaram as ondas de Minion, eles têm um pouco mais de espaço pra sair da lane. O Kazé vai cortar a onda de Minions, ganhando um pouco mais de prioridade no mid. Ele tá indo pra
I'm glad K-Stars were actually able to use the Baron more effectively than I thought they would. I didn't think Red would allow them to push like that. I thought Red would go. But as you can see, like, Kaze is not even defending. So, K-Stars, they got to push out. They put this sort of huge ward line down. That's what facilitated their mid. That's on Kaze. This feels a bit questionable to me. I don't really like what I'm seeing from Kaze here. Like, he's looking for picks, but...
Encontrou o Kazé, mas a Red tá aqui. A Red tenta engajar pra cima do Sarolu, por enquanto ele vai se defendendo. O Smiley tá ali, tentando nesse poke. Vai chegar, lá veio o Quats. Fecha a porta, o problema é que o Scamber tá fora da briga.
Okay.
O Quats pode
Equalizer across?
Ele brilha.
Are you gonna cook him? Equalizer right there. Zinz, drop the equalizer. Thank you. There we go. It's just that easy. Smalley's doing work though, holy crap. Oh, is he cooked? Oh, he almost got Zinz. He almost got him. So close. They're so low. But it's game over. Yeah. I think did the towers respawn? I think they did, right? Yeah, they did. I hate this tower bug. Like, Riot, please fix your spec client. I got baited by this on the weekend, on Sunday. I didn't see the turrets respawning, because it doesn't show. The wards! Scamper drops his own control ward. That's funny. Yeah. GG, well played to Red. They are just better. Props to K though. Okay, so Red winning is expected, and you kind of love to see it. They grew a lot within the series. The start of the game for them was actually kind of iffy, but they got their act together. Like, they gave up a lot of the early game objectives with no contest or very poor contests. Their laning was still good though. So Red Academy, you know, it felt like nerves. Mid game, they fixed their team fighting. Good for them. Cade though, Cade improved a lot since the upper finals. Like, huge props to Sarolu, man. That early game, Sarolu brought it. That's what gave Cade that massive lead. Smalley as well, you can tell that Smalley, he took what happened in the upper finals personally. They lost, but I think Smalley actually outplayed Rebello. Incredible, because Rebello has been amazing all split long. And Smalley's been good, but not as good as Rebello. Like, we saw him lose against Rebello in the upper finals. Smalley won the time. The problem for them is more their solo lanes. And I'm not going to say like Quats is bad, but certainly I do think that counter pick definitely messed. Kaze played the Zed wonderfully, beautifully. I want to see Kaze and more assassins.
Ó, não sei vocês, mas eu já senti assim, em comparação
This trophy looks so weird.
no último confronto,
Like, I like the style of it.
Foi um jogo
It just
muito
fascinates me.
pegado. Aqui do lado dele, o troféu que o campeão dessa
Trying to figure
série
out what the pattern is.
vai levantar no final do nosso dia. E uma coisa bem interessante é que no final do jogo o Smiley tava aqui batendo palmas, chamando a galera, ó, vamos continuar, porque tem que manter esse ritmo. Ele é o líder desse time, o cara mais experiente, e tá impondo isso pros meninos. E do outro lado aqui, a Red Kennedys, a galera já tava aqui, ó, chamando a torcida, gritando, mandando
Yeah,
beijo,
post-game
tá?
numbers.
Então,
Yeah,
o
look at
clima
that
tá
damage from
muito
Smalley.
legal.
Holy
E agora a
crap.
gente vai acompanhar um pouquinho dos números dessa
That's
partida pra gente
disgusting.
conversar sobre
Bro
esse
was trying to hard carry this
Uma
team.
partida um pouco complicada, né?
Yeah, Shino
Porque
got bodied by
a gente
Zinz too in the
pegado
lane. That was the
por hora, a
one
gente
lane that
como
felt like it was
várias vezes
really getting
teve
for all that
essas
Zed was
idas,
beating
essas
the lead. I
vindas.
think
Eu acho
Quads
que
managed to
destacar
stabilize
bastante a
them.
proatividade da
Oh.
equipe da Red. Eu
Like
acho que a
just with
partir do
the
momento
Rod of
que
Ages
começou
to sit in
a
lane
Eles continuaram mantendo essa
and just
proposta. Óbvio que
perma
tiveram
wave
alguns
clear,
deslizes
don't
pelo
interact.
caminho, Fogueta, mas
Quads
assim,
understood the
acho que eles
assignment.
conseguiram
Shino,
fazer
however,
um
felt
jogo
like he
bem
did.
coerente e realmente bem redondinho.
O Strazi falou
Yeah,
na
Zinz did
entrevista de
really
técnico,
well.
né, que eles tinham
That
essa
last fight, I was a
confiança
bit
de
scared when
que
Zinz
esse
kept holding the
grande conflito,
equalizer,
no
but
caso, é quando ele traz esses
it worked out
campeões
anyways.
que chamam
He,
responsabilidade, que são mais agressivos, e a gente
yeah,
tá
he
acompanhando aí
knew when and
os
how to use it.
melhores momentos.
Probably
Talvez
used it at
aí
better
uma
timing
das
than me.
grandes lutas que foi muito decisiva para esse jogo, onde ele conseguiu bastante abates, veio também aí o quadra kill do Rabelo.
And that's the problem
Então,
right now
assim,
for Cade
foi
is
jogaço que
Molly
eles
is very
conseguiram
good.
fazer,
He can
mas,
certainly
professor, também
1v5
sinto que
if the
teve
5 don't
muita
focus.
proatividade fora da VKS,
But the moment he gets
estavam
focused, then
tentando, estavam respondendo
other than
bem,
Kaze, Rumble
e o
played very well.
Smiley,
Yeah,
como sempre,
Kaze and
sempre
Zinz.
aí, conseguindo fazer um bom jogo.
I know Rebello did more damage than Kaze, but I think Kaze was more important.
Que acabava sendo
That's
muito
what he's able.
comprometedor para a equipe da VKS. Acho que nos momentos que o Scamber conseguia selecionar muito bem essas lutas e que o Shino estava disposto a conseguir cumprir
Essa
esse
foi
papel,
uma delas, né?
exatamente, nesses momentos que ele consegue cobrir esse
Yeah,
papel,
especially when Kaze
é o
does
momento que a
this
equipe da VKS
1v3.
conseguia brilhar.
This
No
was
ano novo, eu
insane
acho
to
que
me,
eles
bro.
não estavam
Like,
tão atentos em termos de mapa,
this is what you
de
expect to see from
compreender
assassins like
como
Fizz, LeBlanc, Zed, and I love that he actually did that.
Mas eu acho que
He
de verdade,
actually
o
held
trabalho
1v3
que o
and
Doom
almost
conseguiu
kills him.
fazer em vários momentos de encontrar essas brechas e começar essa fight, que era o mais importante, conseguia abrir toda essa ala justamente para o Kazé poder jogar.
Eu acho que o Doom também ele tem essa responsabilidade de ser esse cara que chama muito o jogo da Red, né?
Wait, what are you and Fang talking
organiza
about?
a casa quando eles começam a
The
pegar
old
um
loud
pouco a mão
roster?
ali no excesso da agressividade.
Hey,
E
Don
acho que
Arts,
isso ficou bem claro
you
nesse
know,
jogo.
that's
E já
it.
foi um jogo assim muito tenso. Nexus quase caiu.
For those of y'all who have no clue what I'm talking about, Ray is having a conversation with Fang Leone in the community Discord.
Ela tá prometendo.
E a gente vê várias vezes assim que
They're chatting a lot. I'm not gonna read all of it till later, but yeah, morning loud. Oh, okay.
A equipe da Red não teve medo de tentar algumas coisas novas.
Seeing talk about like what the Judas mask incident, and I'm like, bro.
E a gente viu que no final nem compensou tanto assim. Eu acho que a equipe
But
da
yeah,
VKS
I don't want to scroll
poderia
through,
ter
so.
priorizado outros picks em alguns momentos. Eu acho que talvez
Yeah.
tentar alguma coisa, um matchup que ele pudesse ter um counter melhor. ter
To
uma
me,
efetividade um pouco
Loud
melhor.
as we knew
Eu
it
acho que eles
died
estavam
when
buscando- eu acho que eles poderiam buscar mais jogo de
they
uma forma direta,
when Seos
de uma
left
forma um pouco
was
mais
to me the beginning of the
confortável,
end.
numa composição que precisava
But the loudest
jogar
we knew.
tanto em bloco como a gente viu. E acho que esse
Because Seos was like the one
precisava
remaining
jogar em
member
bloco
from
o tempo
that
todo. Acho que
original
foi uma coisa
Loud
que
roster.
comprometeu muito a composição da VKS.
A gente tem que observar também como é que vai ser essa
And I've been saying for a while now that I feel like Tinones is kind of he looks tired. He looks burnt out. Like he looks like he needs a break.
São dois times que
So
mostraram
I'm very sad that he's retiring. I think if he just took a break, he'd come back and do well. Seos is doing very well right now, so it's the right call in the long term. Oh, for sure. Well, okay. Let me put it this way. I think if Seos had stayed one more split, it would have been better for him because then he'd have one more title under his belt. But for sure, leaving Loud, I think, was the right. Because I think Robo and Tinones were kind of getting a bit burnt out, a bit slower, a bit complacent. I don't know if that's the right word necessarily. For Robo, I'd say complacent. But Robo's managed to come back into form, whereas Tinones still. And I like Redbird personally. I thought that he got a lot of flack, but the problem for me for Redbird is that he's just not Seos. That's all. Right? Like, not everybody can be #1 in the league. Like, I loved Dinkiddo, but I've never said Dinkiddo was like... Okay, I did say Dinkiddo was the best, but to be honest, like, I never really fought that hard for him over Tino. Because I still think Tino's, for most of his career, was better than Dink. There were specific times when Dinkiddo was better. Redbird's a very cool guy, but nobody wants him in their team. Ah! Hey, it's Ekas. Hold on, let me...
Quais são as metas para o late game da sua vida?
What do I think any team should pick up Redbird?
A longo prazo eu queria tipo um carro, uma casa e viajar também. São três coisas que eu gosto bastante. A curto prazo eu acho que seria sei lá, um celular novo, um tênis,
I'm gonna be honest, if Red Academy played to their potential, I don't think Cade can win.
E qual foi o buff
But
que você
Red
ativou
did screw up
pra
game 1.
farmar para
If
suas
they screw up
metas?
game 1, like the way they did, I think Cade can win it. I just think it's really hard for Cade. And they, yeah, it relies on Red making. Okay. I think I take Red Bird over Gigs specifically because I think Fluxy W7 could use with a bit of veteran experience.
Passei pela rota do investidor, agora eu vou guardar e usar o meu dinheiro e
And that's
investir
it.
melhor, e eu acho que você deveria fazer isso também.
We said this before on GL, but the problem is that LTA South has less teams than it used. If you had 10 teams, I think there's space for Ripper. But if there's 8 teams, it gets really tight, right? There's a lot of players where I'm like, I wish they were here. Like House. I wish House was in here. But where's there? But there's no space for House right now. Like the only spot is maybe Red. Now that Loud's getting, now that Tinon's retiring, maybe there's Loud House. I actually am more hyped on Kaze right now, and well, we know that Kaze is going to Red. There's only one spot, like Loud House. House with Doom is a combo. I'm still not sold on Doom. Like I don't understand. Like, don't get me wrong. I think Doom is a good jungler. I think he could go into LTA South and it would not be bad.
E no final de 2023, deu vontade de voltar a jogar LoL, do nada, assim. E, tipo, eu era bem ruim antigamente. E eu peguei Challenger em 2 meses. Só deu vontade de virar pro, assim, aí eu saí do outro jogo e vim pro LoL, e é isso. Quando eu entrei no LoL, esses 2 meses que eu peguei Challenger, eu entrei de reserva no Academy da...
I need to recognize Kaze.
E fiquei jogando na trainee também. Aí depois no outro split eu vim pra Red.
O Rabelo vai ser o grande protagonista desse jogo.
Pô, eu acho que o meu sonho é ser campeão, obviamente, em qualquer liga que eu jogar. Porque é o que me torna...
Oh, he was on Cade?
Só que eu tenho muita vontade de
That's
jogar
funny.
no exterior, assim, por motivo de, tipo...
He's getting his revenge in though.
Tipo,
wait, no, I think...
cultura com outra pessoa de outro país,
Not on Cade.
etc.
Cade Reserve. Cade... This is like the tier... I will say though, as much as I'm praising Kaze and Vince, game 1, Rebello was probably my biggest glow up. This guy improved. Last year, this guy's not even top 3 bot laner. Top 4 top bot.
Ah, sinceramente, eu acho que eu não vou me sentir muito nervoso com a galera da Red torcendo. Eu vou sentir mais, tipo, com o coração quente, porque eu gosto bastante da torcida e eu acho que eu vou mandar bem. Tô preparado, vou ser campeão.
It's funny too, their jerseys look more orange. I don't know if it's the lighting, but the jerseys they have in the...
Rabelo, que assim, é sensacional, tá sendo um dos grandes destaques também desse time da Red. Mas, ó, falando pouquinho agora,
but yeah, House of Doom, here's my problem. I think Doom's fine. He's stable. He's solid as a jungler. I just don't think of him as like... I just don't know what the big driving part of Doom... Like, what makes Doom better than, say, Steiner? Or Wiz? I'd say Sting, but Sting was inting his face off the second half this. Bro is good, I swear. Just, I don't know what happened to him. Frankly, I think even Mukio had showed more upside than Doom did. Mukio also showed more downside though, so I think Doom and Mukio for me are comparable. Mukio is just higher variance. He's younger? Okay, that's fair. Doom is very... well, he's 20. I think that's pretty young, but I'm a boo. The youngest of the junglers? Yeah. Earl and Sheeners.
Então, vocês que estão aqui na arena também, mandem fotinhas aí, comentem
like, I
o que vocês
think
estão
if
achando.
he wants to pick up Doom, I'm okay with that. I don't think it's terrible.
O time que é torcedor da
Actually, I just don't know which team would want him either.
Muita gameplay do Kazé,
Maybe Loud if you're rebuilding. Red would probably take Doom out. Doom Kaze looks pretty good.
Eu já vi bastante, mas eu sempre quero ver mais um pouquinho, Foguetinha. Eu não me contento com pouco, não.
Mas te convenceu? O que você viu?
Assim,
I'm glad we'll see Kaze
in. Vencer e com essa confiança, com esse placar, e toda essa etapa de playoffs mandando muito bem, eu acho que esse não é nem um sonho, daqui a pouco já vai ser uma realidade.
The best thing for Kaze would probably be to the MVP in Grand Finals. That would look so good under it.
Já quero saber de vocês da minha cabine.
I think he could do it.
O que acham dessa escolha e vocês? Viram o suficiente do nosso menino Kazé?
Ah, Foguetinha, eu acho que o lado azul tem sim vantagens colóssimos, principalmente se a Cade ou se o time que tá do lado vermelho não vem para aqueles últimos picks de maneira decisiva. Eu tava falando daquele Xante, eu fico pegando no pé, mas pra mim não é legal, não foi decisivo, o boneco tá fraco.
Maybe they bring back Nosferos.
E assim,
É esquisito.
What
né?
happened to
Do lado
Nostra?
azul, vamos ver o que a time da Cade vai fazer nesse first pick.
That's an old name. Holy.
Nesse último jogo, que se
Where is he
fosse
right now?
aquele
Is he a
que tinha
streamer?
quebrado do ano passado,
Beleza.
ele rapelava a fight, velho.
Mas
Ele
não é mais.
rapelava,
Oh, he's still
mas não é.
playing
E
in
deu
tier
pra ver
3.
que não é. E outra parada.
Offline jungler.
Eu já estou convencido pelo Kazé, tá?
Played in
Eu tô convencido.
2023.
Aquela presença de
Really?
espírito, literalmente na primeira jogada do jogo, de estar com, pô,
I actually don't even
25%,
remember this. Oh, damn.
de
ZZK
HP. O
Yampi.
cara volta
Virar,
com flash.
I forgot about this
fazer um
role.
double kill. E, pô, o cara tem muita personalidade. Tem
This
muita
actually doesn't look that bad
personalidade,
to me on paper.
100%.
Oh, they finished
Vou só
4th, I guess.
botar
Yeah, so
uma
actually not a bad
observação
roster.
que a gente
Torcedores,
tá
calma,
no
né?
circuitão. Calma, torcedores, daqui é o circuito.
Well, I hope that Loud learns their lesson. Like this year, I understand the rebuild was to be. They just wanted to win now, so they picked more veteran players. But I hope for
Mas é um moleque
next year,
novo,
when they
é
rebuild in
um
2026, they actually go for like.
potencial, assim, indiscutível
Like I think it's time to
de
just blow up the
talento pra ser
roster and.
lapidado e que com
Gotcha.
certeza, cedo
Okay.
ou tarde, a gente vai ver ele aqui na LTA.
Let's go, we're into
100%
draft.
Contigo, garanto essa situação e concordo.
Gator
Zé tá
opting
na
for
sua
blue
tela
side. Yeah, I think
aí,
blue
tá
side's pretty strong right now
acompanhando
for a
os
lot of these
picks e bans,
teams.
né? Silas e Akali foram
Same
as
ban so
opções
far.
do Cade, enquanto do outro lado, Lucian
Silas Akali.
e
Wow,
também
they are
Gwen.
target banning
Por
Kaze
enquanto,
here.
a CMF vai passar, eu vejo ela com muita prioridade do que
Pro
aconteceu
Smiley.
já na bot lane.
So do they first pick
O
Ari?
Smiley gosta muito dessa
They first pick
MF,
Embesso?
e eles
Like,
é quem tem primeira seleção.
they left both.
Pois é, a gente tá vendo aqui.
Ari
que
and Bessa
começou
open.
já, também gosto quando
Pantheon
você
I don't care
tem
about. Yeah, I think Ari's
vilões,
probably.
aí, no decorrer da série tem também esse banimento
Just
de
buy
Silas,
Cade
eu
Academy?
acho que são campeãs que aparecem
The
muito
problem
bem
is
quando
I
você
don't
tem
think this Cade
uma
Academy
equipe
roster
um
is
pouco
ready to
maior,
go into
e
tier
quem
1 without a
garante
good
essa área
coach.
aí é justamente o
So
pessoal
if
da
Loud
equipe
want
da
it, they
VKS.
need a good coach.
First pick nela aqui, uma campeã interessante, tem esse setup todo, e eu acho
Like
que
the
é
hands are there,
um
it's just more like
que o
the
Pats manda muito bem com essa campeã.
questionable.
Tira do Kazé. Então são muitas boas coisas pra esse first pick aí nessa área. A volta da Red é com uma Sejuani. Pega MF. Pô, preferem um Jace.
Ooh.
É, prefere segurar um pouquinho.
I like this. I think these picks from red.
E Jace acaba sendo interessante, garantir
That was why I was a bit like, okay, you left so many things open. So you get one OP and they get two OPs. Great.
Poder participar e ser esse grande essa campeã que facilita.
Yeah,
muito
no
essas
Nefiri Power
iniciações,
Array.
e acho que também bate muito de
Because
acordo
I don't think
com
Nefiri right now
a
is
gente
first pick worthy.
tá conseguindo encaixar bons engages aqui desde os playoffs aí, tá conseguindo achar muito bem essas brechas. Então,
Cade won't go Yone.
Sim, eu tava de olho.
Nossa, esse Yone's
no
okay.
jogo passado, qual foi o
Not
outro
bad.
movimento, além de Jace, foi o Sion.
He might whip it out in game 3. We'll see.
Essa seleção que vem pra equipe da
Okay.
VKS
Yeah, Sion and
foi
Jace.
que a própria Red retirou.
What are the
no
odds
jogo
Kaze
passado,
flexes to
eles
Jace
tiraram
into
o
mid?
Jace e o Sion, e a gente vai ver
That'd be
esse matchup
spicy.
acontecendo lá na parte de cima. Muito
Yo, imagine Red goes Yone here.
Faz a seleção pro seu
Then
caçador,
Yone top
enquanto
into
o
Sion,
caçador
have Jace
faz esse
mid.
trabalho, também é um par
just saying, it's doable.
interessante junto com a área, aquela mobilidade, a possibilidade de ir pescar o AD Carry inimigo, de não ter tranquilidade pros carries da Red.
É,
I like Wukong into Sedge. I think that's like sort of a niche counter. His clone messes a lot with.
Cara, não entendo o pessoal não pegar o MF, velho.
Okay, this is fine too.
A gente sabe o que você quer,
Rise,
mas eu acho
I like
que
Rise into
acaba
Ari.
sendo
The
interessante
early
mais
laning's a
no
bit
round.
tough, but
Você
he
tem
skills up and then
MF
eventually she can't do
contra
anything.
Ari, Wukong e Sion.
I don't hate this.
Ok.
Não é fácil.
No
não,
Yone
né?
this game,
Não,
Ray,
não
unfortunately.
tem-
I think it's
mas é que
game
vai
3
beleza,
that we'll
mas
have to
não
wait
tem-
for
mas
the
não tem
Yone.
nenhum boneco que você vai pegar que vai ser fácil.
Big
Ah,
Sag.
mas se fosse fácil, todo mundo faria também,
É,
né?
então.
Mas eu acho que o grande ponto aqui é que
Okay,
a
so
MF
bot
vai
lanes
ficar
for both
muito
teams.
móvel aqui nesse ponto. Então
É.
acho que justamente garantir alguma coisa com mais mobilidade. Tanto que até o Lucian já foi banido, não tem mais EZ. Então o leque de campeões
Off the
aqui que
tee.
tem um pouquinho mais de mobilidade acaba ficando um pouco mais escasso.
É isso
Então a
que eu
gente
tô
vê.
falando.
É complicado você também conseguir achar um draft bom. Mas justamente campeões que limpam wave ou que
If you're gonna
acabam
get
sendo
ban
bons
Jin
suporte
against Smalley, I feel like you might as well ban Ash.
pensando agora é que a equipe da Red tem que tirar a Kai'Sa. Porque aí é mais uma possibilidade de um cara entrar lá varado.
And generally, like, I actually don't really like the Jin ban here. I don't understand the Jin ban. Like, what is the call for this shit? You have a tank, so you're not worried about that. I'm more worried about like Ash or hyper carries. Like Jinx could be a huge problem too.
Quer dizer, a Cade fazer o banimento não.
Não, a Red mesmo.
Okay.
A Red mesmo, porque a Red
Yeah, I agree with this ban actually. I think if anything, this side's the one that should be.
Ou Pop, já que eles retiraram um Jin.
Because there's a lot of damage already.
Robusta,
Can go
também,
Yuko.
caso eles queiram utilizar a Kai'Sa, também pode ser uma boa opção aqui, acaba sendo
Oh, Jin though, he's too comfortable.
Eu acho que também a equipe da VKS
I still think when I think of Smalley, I still think more of his Ash than his Jin.
Acho que pode ser interessante, tem essa front robusta, tem também
Ban.
campeões que
Okay,
podem
that's a
se
good ban.
beneficiar. E a gente tá vendo
Yeah, I think
que
Kalista is good with
movimentos
both
aqui
these comps
de
actually.
Kalista foram banidos pelo lado da Red, enquanto a VKS
Especially with the
bane a Red
Sion.
também, então acho que vai
There's
acabar
a
sendo
lot of
esses
disruption there.
combinhos de bot lane aqui que acabam aproveitando esses
that makes
magos,
sense.
esses enchanters.
Os prioridades no fim das contas foram para remover.
This also
campeões
means that
que
all
vão dar uma
the,
prioridade
the
muito
ports are
grande
pretty
na
much
parte
open.
de baixo do mapa, se você for ver. Sobrou a MF que o Grunta tá falando.
Eu tô falando dela desde
This-
o first pick.
I was actually just saying this last weekend. I like the format that LTA uses for their bans, but they do it by role. This is actually a bit hard for me to The fact that Alistar and Rel are so together. This is alphabetical, but it's kind of messy. Not a fan of this.
Sei lá.
Oh, you called it, Ray.
Eu acho que ela tá muito
MF
forte
incoming.
no meta.
I don't like the MF here.
Beleza, foi o que aconteceu aí no draft. Pra mim, a equipe da VKS quer que a Red pegue.
It's just hard to read when it's alphabetical. Like, you don't know what's where.
O direcionamento que eles têm.
It's not intuitive for my eye.
MF jogar. O problema é que é uma composição de curto alcance.
They could, but my big concern with the what the f?
É todo mundo com close range total.
Why Xayah here? What on this comp makes you think I'm worried and I need a Xayah?
Eu acho que a VKS meio que fez a armadilha pra Red, mas a Red respondeu com uma armadilha de volta. Beleza, vamos pegar a MF. Só que a gente tem um Ryze, irmão.
Okay, this is weird AF to me. I'm fine with the Rakan. I just don't understand the Xayah. Like, it's not terrible. It doesn't break the comp. It fits the comp. I just don't understand what the advantage is for it.
Mas a Pop apareceu, Gruntar, você cantou essa pedra aí, o Gruntar não para, vai completar o bingo.
Fui eu, você não vai
The Boomer Hands managed to get the
Vocês estão cantando bingo aqui. Falaram uma Pop, falaram um Ryze, falaram
Eu falei que a Cade tinha que banir a Pop.
Ah, então os dois cantaram a pedra.
Okay, so this draft is a teamfight comp with Ari, which is fine. I'm perfectly fine with teamfight +1. Solid internal composition, great. I want to give this a 3.5, but I'm going to give it a 3 because I don't understand this Xayah pick. Like, this Xayah, out of all the 80 carries you could pick, you pick the Xayah into this? Like, what? Ryze already plays kind of at the edge of range. I guess you're looking at, like, trying to pinch these three. But if Jace is playing from, like, long range, your comp doesn't have a lot of answers. Jace. That's super weird. Yeah, Poppy's solid. This comp's fine. I don't like the MF here. I actually, if anything, I thought Kate starts to pick the MF. So maybe it's a deny away with this composition. You don't have a lot of setup. You've got Sejuani, and that's about it. Poppy kind of runs counter to Misfortune, so I don't really like the Poppy Misfortune combo, and they're actually at lane. Yeah, there's anti-synergy there. The solo lanes are fine, the matchups are okay too. This comp's okay, it's like a 2.
Caraca, gostei. Será bom ou excelente de
Oh no, like it's a 2 to 2.5 out of 5. It's somewhere in between there. I'm not a huge fan of the comp. It feels kind of weak early on. I mean, they have Sejuani Jace early on. You can play for top side. They have a bridge. Misfortune's kind of strong too. Misfortune and Poppy will probably win the lane against Xayah Rakan. It's just more mid-late. I don't understand what this Misfortune is supposed to be. Like, if you had a hyper carry with the Poppy, I'd be over the moon, but Misfortune with the Poppy is just like, what? Like, what are we looking for here? I don't understand. Kind of weird. Individually though, like, they have good lane matchups. Like, the Ryze is going to handle the Ari pretty well later on.
A gente vai acompanhar o segundo confronto dessa melhor de 5 da grande final do Circuito Desafiante 2025.
And if the Xayah was just hyper carry, I'd be so much happier with that.
Com Cade contra a Red, tá aí, tá na sua tela.
For me, the problem with Xayah is that she's great into compositions which have, like, the one mega spell, you know, like AoE comms or wombo combo comms. Like, one big burst of damage. Xayah, wonderful. Against sustained damage, Xayah, not so good. Oh, great block from Yuzin.
Você pode ter visto já o que vai acontecer nesse jogo. A Pop parando a entrada do time da Cade. Ainda assim, o Kazé tomou prejuízo. Vai saindo, vai voltar
Maybe just recalls.
Eu sinto que a equipe, eu gosto bastante.
I like watching them scrap early, but usually it doesn't.
É uma composição com pouco alcance, com muita resposta para a equipe da VKS. Mas a equipe da VKS tem que brigar uma fight, é meio caótica a equipe da VKS.
Oh, did somebody burn here? Oh, I didn't even see that Scamber heal for nothing. Yeah.
É pouco mais difícil de executar do que a equipe da
I'm generally not too worried about summoners that go at level 1 except for Flash. Because usually, especially if it's just like laning combat summoners, you're not going to need it, you know, before it comes off cooldown. Same with teleport. Flash is the only one that you might need for cheese ganks early. Or like some weird sketch plays, trades that might happen. Everything else is kind of...
É uma questão de ganhar tempo e também jogar principalmente no alcance do Jace, conseguir encaixar pouco de bloco, tentar danificar pouco esses alvos aí.
That heal very much unnecessary. Didn't need to spawn anything. I think they actually popped it just to chase them down a bit harder.
Essas iniciações a gente até viu que ele upou o W nesse nível 1 e evitou que ele tivesse que gastar o flash ou gastar algum recurso.
But both teams have actually pretty bad level 1s. The more I look at it, the more surprised I am that Cade stars on the level 1. You got Zaya without Blade Call. You got Ari without Charm. Wukong can't do squat. Lan wasn't even at the fight. Lan's probably our strongest level 1 champion on 8 stars.
Muda pouquinho, né, o que tinha a composição da Red do jogo anterior pra esse. No jogo anterior, eu sinto que a Cade tinha um late game mais de boa, né? E agora a Red meio que
Doom starting topside. Boo.
Eles é que querem que o jogo corra um pouquinho mais frouxo.
The longer the game goes on, the worse this matchup gets. So like, I'd rather see early ganks help the chase out.
Por hora que a gente vai ver nesses avanços rolando por aqui, justamente tentar gankar agora com essa matchup de Wukong contra a Sejuani.
I mean, usually by level 3, level 4, the other side's gonna be half health. The side's gonna be half health or lower.
E acho que foi o que vocês comentaram. Vai ser um joguinho um pouco mais parado, vai ser um joguinho mais devagar, mas eu acho que é tudo questão de como as equipes vão setar esse mapa para jogar ao redor dos objetivos.
Você tá acompanhando a parte inferior do mapa, o Rabelo e o Zente tentando botar um pouquinho de pressão, colocar o Smiley para debaixo da torre. Ele resiste o que pode, vai segurando a onda de minions. Por enquanto tá muito equilibrado aí, todas as rotas basicamente iguais em relação ao farm. Um pouquinho pra cá, um pouquinho pra lá.
I wonder if Smiley's just not trusting his team. That's why he wants Zaya. Like Ezreal and Zaya, I feel like our AD carries you pick don't have peel. And you just want agency, their own thing.
Bem parado, um joguinho bem lelelé. Pô, a gente ficou tão animado assim com o primeiro jogo, vendo todos esses sabates no começo.
Hey, early recall from Kazi to get that tier stacking. Let's go. And a refillable pot. Kazi just wants to sustain for days in his lane.
Eu ia falar isso, tem dive se desenhando aqui na parte de baixo, tá?
And he dive
Tá
this?
passando pelo arbusto ali. O Doom tá chegando por trás. É jogado pro alto na parede.
Oh, that's really clean from Red. The dive was super solid. And they burned the TP from quads.
Decisivo, bonitinho.
That's really good.
E agora o Sarolu tenta a resposta na parte de cima, é difícil. Zinx ainda tem flash.
I think that play that we just saw from Red is more what I'm expecting from Red Academy. That's why I said like Red in game 1 looked like they had nerves. Because they were like making some weird early game plays or not making the plays they should have made. That was wonderful. I love seeing early Sejuani gang. She's so good at it. And that's set up from Rebello and Yuzin. And Yuzin's so patient as well. He was someone who tanked the blade call. He didn't want to burn flash, and they let Rebello tank it up with the first auto instead from turret. That's great coordination.
Nessa jogada. O Quats gastou o teleporte pra parte de baixo. Com isso, o Ryze do Kazé ficou livre na parte central. Olha lá, ele tava dando recall pra base, o próprio Ryze tava descendo e aí a gente vê a execução de tudo.
It's just nice and easy, right? Get the kill, walk out immediately. No summer sense. Exactly, yeah. Nice and easy, as you please. It doesn't matter that Smiley lives, that's fine. And they burnt the TP out of Quats, which was actually huge for Kaze mid. Because for the Ryze Ari matchup, the first couple, like the before first item is kind of tough for Ryze. Ryze effectively just wants to scale, right? He wants his Rod of Ages at 10 stacks, he wants his Sarah's Embrace. And before that, when he's sitting on components, he's very vulnerable, especially because Ryze rushes tier first and not Catalyst. So you don't even have the lane sustain, you know, to sit there forever. Every little bit of space you can get is huge.
Inaugurar os trabalhos dessa primeira volta do circuitão aí, depois de 5 anos.
You missed those.
É isso, meu amigo. Tamo de
Rip,
volta.
Kaze.
Tamo de volta pro circuitão, por enquanto 1-0 pra galera da Red nessa melhor de 5.
Chino's doing pretty well for himself as well. He's actually keeping even in CS pretty much.
Principalmente o Doom fez aquele gank muito bem executado aqui no bot.
Usually you'll see Sion have to like sack quite a few waves by the time he gets to the where he gets some parity with Jace. And Doom's finally back with objective control this game. Game 1, he just sacks so many objectives. So weird.
É que justamente essa pressão que esse Ryze vai conseguir crescer nessa rota do meio. A gente vê como ele tá conseguindo chovar muito bem essas ondas de minions.
1k gold advantage from Red with only 1 kill. That means their lanes are just straight up winning right now. Every single roll.
Mas a gente vê que ainda assim, mesmo que seja um early game um pouco mais morno, a equipe da Red tá conseguindo conduzir muito bem. Mas a gente viu como na partida anterior também, o Sarolo também, quando chegava nesse nível 6, conseguia encontrar boas brechas. Então vai depender muito de como vai ser o Sarolo e o Quats buscando essas grandes jogadas.
Tem mais uma similaridade pra equipe da Red.
I hike you wish that we'd see later lane rotations come through. I mean, this is I like this lane rotation a lot better. I prefer it when you send your bot lane into the mid lane rather than top lane a lot of times, because you get both control both sides. They're doing this more because Zinz doesn't have TP, so you can't back them up from bot lane. That's why they want him around here. But I just think in general, like I hate it that Pain always rotates their bot lane to the top lane for no reason. Like at 6 minutes, Titan and Kuri always go top. Like why? I do not understand. And 6 minutes feels like a weird timer too. 7 minutes makes way more sense. Is there's a chance when you make the play on 7 minutes as well, you can overload topside with numbers advantage and get vision control. But at 6 minutes, you're too far away from grubs. That's like 2 minutes away. When I think about lane silence, like I'm not saying that they're wrong to do it. Like they might know something I don't, which is fine. I just can't. I just don't like. Oh, well, I said. Let's say it's game 2 on my thing. Yeah, I just don't understand it, and I just want to know what the reason is, right? Like, no, I'm not seeing other teams do it either, so like it doesn't feel like it's they're getting any significant advantage. And like on Sunday too, on game 2 when they did that, they actually lost CS because of the lane swaps. So I was just kind of like, I don't understand why Pain's doing that. Usually you do it when you have push advantage so that you rotate and you don't drop a wave, right? And then you even pick up an extra wave because the enemy team has to rotate on bad timer. But either way, I like Reds to rotate here. That's fine. That's good. Kaze's actually even walking this one up so he can TP down. Kaze's dropping a wave to do this though. That's 2. That's 3. The bullet time kind of missed, but that's okay. Why did Shino cancel his ult? Oh, Kaze, easy kill. That was weird. Shino canceled out. I don't know why. I need to see a replay on that. Okay, clean from Kaze. Did he need to realm warp there? No. But it looks cooler. Are they saying go red or go Cade in the background? So Kaze has to move first because either that or he burns TP. That's fine. The bullet time was a little bit missed. That's okay. They weren't able. This was weird for me. Shino canceled his out here. I think he was going for Kaze, but he already missed when he did that. That was weird. If Shino had actually hit all of them there, I think that could have been giga huge. Yeah, that wasn't even close. If he nails this backline, holy crap, Quads probably kills Yuzin. And then Smalley might actually be able to turn in that fight. He said Kaze gets free kill, flashes over. And they could have just walked it off, but they decided to take the realm warp. That's fine. It looks cooler. And more importantly, it doesn't give them time to punish back. Red playing clean. Yeah, to go back to your question, Ray, I don't think Cade can win this series. I think it's going to be a 3-0 at the rate Red are playing right now. Red are back to normal form, and their normal form is disgustingly good. Like, they win lane, their macro is crisper than some of the LTA South teams. Like, genuinely, this Red Academy, I think, could give IE from last week a run for its money. This last weekend, I think IE played a little bit better, but like, if Red Academy play IE from this week, I don't know who wins. I think IE, like, I'm thinking 3-2 IE, you know? If they played IE last week, the way they are now, I think, you know, it's kind of a Red Academy 3-1. Because Red are playing fast. Like, they're not sitting back and letting it scale, and IE's early game's kind of weak. But IE's getting better, so. Oh, for sure. Like, I think Red Academy, as they are right now, they 100% beat okay, not 100%. Like, it won't be. I don't think they sweep Fuxu W7M, but I think they beat Fuxu W7M. The way they're playing right now, I think they might sweep Leviathan. Leviathan towards the end of Split 2 looked washed as all hell. Like, they look like they gave up on life. But actually, for that matter, I'm a Pain Zeshi. I think Red Academy's early game is cleaner than Pain Gaming's early game. I just think Pain Gaming's players are better, so they'll probably win the lanes. But like, in terms of rotations and macro movements, I think, heck, K-Star's Academy is cleaner than Pain Gaming. Oh yeah.
pro time da Cade, que tá tentando uma jogada agora no topo. O Sarulu, ele aparece.
Yeah, I'm obviously not completely happy with Pain and their macro right now. Ooh, welcome to the bounce house, Vince. See, this is the other problem I have. I can't remember who had Sion. Somebody was playing Sion in LTA South, but I was screaming because they never ganked him. Oh, the ignite. Okay. Good from Rebella to get lost. Yeah, Pain has a lot of clutch factor. It's kind of disgusting. They shouldn't have won, what was it, game 3 against Furia? But they clutched that one out. Furia made one mistake. Was it game 2? Game 2. Like, Furia made one mistake. And Pain just came back. I honestly didn't think Pain should have been able to come back from that position. And that's why Pain's the best, right? It's the good old Brazilian tradition. Keep your stats, I'll take my magic. Yeah. I don't know, Titans Kalista is just weird. Lose early game, win game anyway. They just went on the wrong target. They went on a tank. Literally the only way they could throw. But Pain also clutched up huge. Like that series was kind of, that game was really depressing. Watch. He does it with Caitlyn too. Where like his Caitlyn doesn't win the lane hard enough. And it doesn't matter. He goes like 5 items and wins game anyway. Caitlyn's got a better late game than Kalista though. I just find it how I just find it disgusting how is. I also love casting LTA South with 4x4. When he starts screaming in Portuguese. It's the vibe, you know? That's personality, yeah. And the way he like front lines with Misfortune is so disgusting. When we hit international, he's gonna get run though. Titan's gonna die repeatedly for doing that. But in LTA South right now, he just gets away with like with criminal things. And I love it.
Haja muleta aqui pra dar muita sorte, viu? Porque foi o que você comentou, né, Tarzão? O jogo tá ficando um pouquinho azedo mesmo. E a equipe da VKS aqui precisa encontrar uma boa brecha aqui. Mas eu acho que principalmente acelerar um pouco esse mapa, tentar trocar.
I think Time will win lane, and I think Doggo will win game. Doggo's team fighting is really good. Always has been.
E não é só barricada, né? A quantidade de minion que sangrou aí nas torres e o time daqui.
I remember they used to call Uzi, yeah, a little dog in Chinese. Like, or puppy. Puppy. Because they raise him as a puppy and then he'll like become a... I feel like that's Doggo too. Oh, wait. They tried to cheese that. That was actually really beautiful. They wanted to put... Oh, this part was so good. So Kaze drops a Realm Warp, and what they're trying to do is get Yuzin in a position over here where he can wall smash Sarolu and Quats. So Sarolu's flash there was really good. Like if Sarolu doesn't flash, he dies. Because Yuzin was looking for the charge. The hero charge. Oh, I love that. There are so many good Rise Realm Warp combos you can use, which nobody uses. I love watching people try and pull them off. Vince is in a bit of a power trough right now. Trying to speed up. As a 5-hit champion, truly he is. I mean, his ult is very different, right? Like, because it's not a combat ultimate. It's kind of like Talia walls. Except a bit harder to use. So, yeah, I kind of don't like Rise in solo queue because nobody uses the ult right. But in professional play, the potential is there. But I feel like in the north, a lot of the realm warps are kind of bad. In the south, not great either. Oh, using Gokon. Yuzin's dead. Yeah. We just have to surrender this. But okay, so this play from Cade is not bad. The problem is what it costs them to make it, right? TP from Shino, they lose the turret bot side, they're going to lose the top side turret too. So you get Herald, but you're losing out 2 turrets for it, and even your mid lane turret's in a really bad position. Cade also surrender tempo. This is taking them so long that they are losing everything, and they can't even contest this. If they try and contest this, they'll probably die too. They're getting tracked the entire time they do. It's super rough. Hey, Orbital. This Herald is bait, yeah. It 100% is bait. It feels bad for Kid. It's going well, Orbital. This is the grand finals, so 2 teams that actually know what they're doing. And Red Academy has been a beautiful team to watch in this league. Like, their macro is really good. Game 1's a bit shaky for them because they're playing in person for Grand Finals. It's not online. So they look a little bit shaky, but this game 2 has been really nice to watch.
Sim, e
Macro-wise.
lembrando, eles são a equipe que cresce ainda mais pro jogo. Eles são a
Yeah, the Giants. Yeah, and the Giant setup is the tempo loss, right? Because Herald took so long, and Kate lost all the outer turrets, and none of their lanes were pushed. Like, walking to Dragon was so dangerous for them, so they can't even contest it. Like, literally for that Herald, they lost 3 turrets and a Dragon. I don't think Shelly's gonna... Like, unless you get Shelly to crack an inhibitor, it's just not worth
Dá pra gente manter estabilizado essa partida, mas a gente vê que é um jogo que tá simplesmente parado e que a equipe da Red tá sendo vitoriosa nesse macro. São poucas eliminações sendo garantidas, mas a gente vê...
Random question, Orbital, are you into TCGs?
Em relação à parte do anterior...
Because I've been, like, looking at the whole Riftbound thing, the League of Legends TCG, and I think I'm probably gonna get into that one.
A VKS acabou sentindo essa derrota no primeiro jogo. O quão acabou sendo prejudicial para nesse segundo jogo.
Okay. It doesn't come out till October, though, unfortunately. But yeah, I know they just announced some new cards today, so I was like, not looking at it thinking, this might be my new obsession after League. You're broke and scalpers in the US will probably go in. Ah, true, true. Yeah, I can't even pre-order here in Canada, unfortunately. It is pretty bad.
Muitas vezes tempo pra tentar criar uma jogada. De novo ele tá parado no arbusto, de novo ele vem.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Ele vai tentar alguma coisa.
Kaze got melted, bro.
Neutralizado chegou. Segundo abate pro Sarolu. Boa jogada do time.
I just realized Kaze, it's only 18 minutes in. Kaze hasn't even completed his Rod of Ages stacking yet. Or a Steps Embrace. It feels so much later because of how much action we've seen so far. Okay. 8 stars is getting a lot of value right now. That catch on to Kaze actually enabled quite a lot. They need to not die though. Wow, this is without a carry, by the way. This is a support and a tank just melting down Wukong. Watch this no Spirit Rush. He has to burn Flash, probably. Oh, the charm landed. You have ult? Nope. Good play from Quats. Oh, he got out. Oh, no, they're not. They're available for pre-order, I think. I saw pre-orders in some places, but not in Canada. I was actually calling around, and most of the card shops, my local card shops, are not going to, or don't know about Riftbound, or are not selling Riftbound. One of them said they might, but as far as they know, Riot hasn't confirmed, or UVS, I think is the card company who's doing it, has not confirmed stock to Canada yet.
A movimentação que o Scamber vem fazendo também, ela tá sendo muito para essa rota do meio. Eu acho que o grande foco que eu acho que é justamente você tentar pegar mais pressão por essa.
I'm just like looking to get into my new obsession for summer because, you know, this is grand finals for CD. LTA South finishes this Sunday as well, Father's Day. So after that, there's only MSI and EWC, and I don't know how closely I'll be following those. So, yeah. But then that doesn't come out to October, so it can't even be my summer obsession. I'll have to find something else or something. Monty, you think you have to do a podcast from MSI? Okay, I'm down. I'm always down to chat later on MSI. Yeah, I'm always down to talk League. I mean, that's why I do Gringos Liberados and League Rundown. By the way, when are you coming on Gringos Liberados, man? Every week it's always the same 3 people. We like having the other casters come on, you know. Rem's been on. Podcast vlog, yeah. I don't know if Spoots is in chat, but Spoots put together a podcast a couple of years ago, too. For all the minor regions. That was really cool. Oh, when you have time. Yeah, you're too busy, man. Hey, yo. Red just surrendered Atacon? Okay. Oh, okay. I don't hate this from Red. Like, there's no need to do Atacon. In fact, I think Atacon's a throw position for Red. Just take it slow. This is not exactly a teamfight composition. I think this teamfight composition is better, so trying to force it here is kind of bad. Just play for your lanes. You're individually better, but not together. Also need to play games together. Yeah, for sure. Just tell, like, in summer, let me know what games you want to play. Multiplayer games. I'm down for that. Cool. This kind of bait, 100%. Yeah, you're looking to Project K for a bit. Oh, yeah, dude. If you can't, like, I know, like, EB and GameStop are selling it, so I kind of put like pre-orders through them, but they're more expensive for like the Proving Grounds deck, which is like the starter deck thing. Apparently, it's supposed to be good for even like casual gamers, not just like TCG players, but like just general board game enthusiasts. So yeah, if we meet up, I'll bring that, and if they actually ship it out to me.
E seria uma alma muito cedo, né? E o Cade chegou. Vai entrando no Rio, tem 4 jogadores posicionados.
Yeah, this is soul for Red if they can get it. So they really want to fight this.
Vai ganhando tempo. A Cade fica numa situação meio perigosa porque eles precisam brigar, mas eles estão atrás no jogo.
Where's Kaze? Kaze is down bot side. Okay, Kaze needs to get his ass here. Oh, never mind. Shino hit the wall. That's actually really bad. Holy crap. Smiley's almost dead. Smiley's dead. You don't... Yeah. Great Xayah pick, guys. Xayah can do lots into sustained damage. Freaking... Oh, that shock blast was huge. Yeah, the moment Shino whipped his ult, it was a really bad position for Cade Stars. It's really tough for them to play that. Oh my goodness, Sins. Chill, bro, chill. Yeah, Sierra on over. What are you casting tonight? Aegis again? Or...
Tá roubando tudo. Tá roubando tudo desde o início. Você vai ver a volta aí, o replay. Cara, os Zints, esse balaço.
Oh, right there. Oh no. When that happened, they just needed to back off. But the way Red played his fight was really, really good. Like, first of all, Smiley gets completely screwed, and there's very little it can do. Again, sustained damage. That's why I don't like Xayah pick here. But on top of that, too, the Usant Poppy was huge. Because if you teamfight, it gets iffy, but because they keep his verdict, and most importantly, they actually managed to get Scamber out of there before he could taunt up most of the enemy team, there was just nothing to save them, and they just got absolutely melted. Oh, it's just beautiful. The Poppy pick's doing a lot more work than I thought, actually. Like, I was thinking of it more to stop the engage, but to break up the fight and force, like, a 5v5 to break down into smaller skirmishes, this Poppy pick is actually really, really good. I was thinking anti-synergy of the Misfortune, but it actually ended up being synergistic in terms of allowing her to fight smaller fights. Poppy just makes Rakan useless, yeah. 100%. Yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking, right? Like, stop the Rakan dive in, stop the Wukong dive in, stop the Ahri from kind of getting around, but just making sure that the fights aren't 5v5 and not like huge group fights is the other, I think, bigger. It's having a bigger effect this game than the other part of it, the Keeper's Verdict, which is what I was thinking about with you.
Por parte do Quats foi gasto e agora sim, confirmado esse atacante nas mãos da Red.
E aí ficou fácil pro time da Red, né? O Kazé veio.
Yeah, exactly. And now you've got the numbers advantage, now you've got the strength. Now you go for Atakan uncontested, where Cade Stars don't want to. Oh, I need to push right in.
Ele vem num teleporte ofensivo na T2 do topo. Já tá no mapa de novo, já tá
no shot. Cade couldn't even get the bot side turret. Oh no.
Não conseguiu derrubar a parte de baixo.
They need to get this. It's bounty gold. They need to get it. But it's taking them too long. It's screwing with their tempo so hard. Quats doesn't have TP either, so Red can just 5-man force mid, and there's no answer. It's taking forever, dude. Oh my goodness. They lost 2 turrets for one. Like, objective bounty is nice, it's not worth a turret. Red is so sexy. I just can't, man. Red are just playing this so well. They go from fight into Atakan, into push, to fall back to Baron at perfect timing. And there's nothing Cade can do. And they ballooned their gold from like 3k to 4.7k for the next fight. Like, how does Cade fight this? Can they even front to back? I'm not sure. Because Xayah's range is very short when you're playing forward. Because a lot of her damage comes to the Blade Caller. Keeper's Ready comes out. They knocked him out. And yeah, isolated. Okay. Good disengage from Cade. Oh no. Scamber got caught. Scamber got caught and Shino has no ult. There's no engage left for Cade. Yeah, it's fine. They can just go for burn now. Cade can't engage into them.
Eles mataram o Scamber, queimaram o ultimate do Quats, do Sarolu e do Shino. A equipe da VKS já meio que não consegue brigar pelo
The gaps are just so huge. It's just... Oh, and they find more? They have families, bro. Sarolu's just drinking. The look on Sarolu's face, I think, tells it all, right? You can see Kate, they don't have answers right now. They look kind of... Yeah. Not so much Smalley, but more Quats and Sarolu's faces, yeah. Yeah, the gap between Red and Cade is pretty big. What's terrifying to me is Cade and everybody else has a massive gap. Like, Stella was the next closest, and Cade manhandled Stella. Like, Red Academy feels like a freaking LTA South team. They feel like a tier 1 team.
Construído pela equipe da Red, né? Jogo tranquilo em que só eles lideraram. Cara, o Scamber tá num posicionamento aqui.
Yeah, we're going for the one final throw. Can he do it?
Vai tentar flanco, vai tentar essa jogada. Sarolu e o Quats já estão posicionados.
Yeah, when support gets the front line like that, you know there's issue. Like, Scamber, what are you waiting for, man? The cows come home. And he gets spotted. There's a control ward right there. Oh my goodness. I don't know what made Red drop this control ward, but it is brilliant. That single-handedly screwed Scamber. And then now his team has to fight 5v4. Oh, Smalley. What the heck was it? Game's not over, buddy. I guess it pretty much is with the Hex XL. Yeah, it actually feels unplayable. At least Kaze looks happy. Why are you shrugging? Like, bro, what am I doing here? Why are we even bothering here? Yeah, and again, I actually thought K-Star's Academy draft was better. I didn't really like the Red draft, but I think Yuzin showed me why that draft is actually good. I think Rebello had a much better game 2. For me, MVP for game 2. Okay, so game 1 was me, Zins, and Kaze. For me, game 2 was Rebello and Yuzin for my MVP. I think Doom did really well as well. Zins did well, but his matchup is kind of hard, so sucks to be him. And Kaze did well as well, but he also kind of got fed by Rebello and Yuzin. Yeah. Yeah, Red is just... They are, I mean... Aiki, Zins, Rebello, and Yuzin. Like all 5 players, teams should be looking at all 5 players. If you need replacements right now, you should be looking at Red Academy. I suspect, personally, that Poppy broke the ankles, yeah. 100%. Poppy broke a lot of things. Loud Doom, yeah. Okay, my personal suspicion is that Red Academy, the players will not look as good as they do if they're broken up right now. I think a lot of it is the synergy that they have together. But I do think they're worth looking. For all the teams who are looking, they should be looking at them. No, basically, Ray, you're saying Red Academy, except for Root and Robo. This stat is so inflated for Zins, man, because he's just hitting a tank all day long. But yeah, this Xayah did less damage than the Wukong. This Xayah was not the pick. I really hated that pick. Everything else in this draft was fine, but just pick a hyper carry here. If you had like a Jinx, you'd have been fine. Jinx, I mean, you banned the Ashe. Then I was thinking, wow. I don't like Senna, but Senna would have worked. Super feels bad moment, man. Yeah, I'm just curious now to see how Red do the victory lap. I want to see Nefaria and Doom for game 3, just for fun.
E eu acho que também é um ponto que eu gostaria de destacar. Eu acho que o grande ponto pra mim nessa série, eu acho que
Red will promote all players. Yeah, we already know that. For example, Kaze is definitely going to promote. I would expect Doom to get promoted with Kaze as well, since they also are. If they're switching that out. Like I said, I think for Red, they should just promote the entire Academy roster, right? Like the synergy, I think, is very valuable to keep together. We'll see what Red do.
Então eu tô contigo nessa, Fogueta, porque ele precisa achar essas maneiras que ele libera. Eu acho que
sure, like you could keep FNB, I think that's fine, but I just think that the synergy that Red Academy built together is kind of huge.
Então acho que a equipe da Red também tá conseguindo fazer uma ótima leitura em colocar ele.
Like I think actually that's one of the biggest reasons why Pain Gaming Academy, when they got promoted into Fuxi W7M, struggled so hard was because they didn't have Tatu, and so the synergy was kind of like messed up. Whereas like Marvin Geeks, I thought actually did really well. In fact, the first 2 weeks, I actually thought Geeks Marvin did better than Morteus Trimby for the first 2 weeks. And then Trimby came online, and Morteus became a stat monster. But the first 2 weeks, Marvin Geeks, the synergy between them versus like the Trimby having to figure out what the hell he was doing in Brazil. Yeah.
Completamente diferente, fez uma diferença absurda para esse time da Red. Ele continua sendo destaque, a gente viu. Eles trouxeram aquele Zed no primeiro jogo, para esperar mesmo para que ele conseguisse aplicar toda essa agressividade dele. Trouxeram esse Ryze e basicamente ele foi controlando
for top lane, I think Leviathan should be looking for a new top laner. Zothby's okay. Like, he wasn't bad, but he also wasn't a big carry. Isra Zestral might actually want to look into a new top laner as well, depending on how Summit does. Summit has been improving. I think in the playoffs, especially, Summit has been going toe-to-toe and actually winning out some of these lanes, which is a pretty big deal. But if you want to swap them out, I could see these two being swapped out for FNB, potentially, on the fire sale. I mean, we talked about it in GL last week, right? On Gringos Liberados. About the fire sale and who might want to pick up some of these players from Duke. Like, just based off mechanical skill, Brunsey and Frosty are probably players that other teams want to look to pick up. Just off mechanical skill. 8 teams, there's just so few people you can swap out, you know? There's not a lot of space. I.e. Robo. Actually, you laugh, but I think that would actually be not bad. Like, I think Robo with this team could actually work. Yeah, the more I think about it, actually, yeah, because Snaker Ackerman's not like a real carry. Like, if you want them to carry, they are like teamfight carries, you know? But if you put Robo on this, Snaker Ackerman, weak siding bot lane, I think it actually would work really, really well. For that matter, I think FNB here would also work. I think about it. Not because they're like such a big upgrade over Summit, but more just because I think it works well with the dynamic, right? Having Snake. Weak side. I'd be down for that. That said, I am gonna go quick. Oh, my bad, misclick. I'm gonna go for a quick bio break. I'm gonna use the washroom. I'll be right back.
Nessa série, professor, aquela performance de Gwen dele foi justamente para trazer a VKS de volta, foi crucial.
Então, meu primeiro contato com o LoL, eu tinha 8 anos. Um amigo do meu irmão me ensinou a jogar. No começo eu não era muito bom, eu era prata, assim, e depois eu parei de jogar um pouco, voltei, era bronze. A partir, assim, de 2020, eu comecei a me identificar, a querer começar a jogar. A pandemia também ajudou nisso, então eu peguei Messi pela primeira vez, eu, assim, comecei a cair com streamers, comecei a cair com influenciadores, assim, e isso foi uma coisa positiva, porque eu vi que eu tava evoluindo no jogo, e eu entrei na Fúria Trainee em 2023, entrei como trainee, como ADC, como eu dividi a posição com outra ADC, eu fiquei meio indeciso, assim, se eu continuava ou se eu trocava de posição. Será que eu viro ADC ou eu viro top? É uma decisão muito difícil, né, porque são posições completamente diferentes. Eu decidi virar top, logo depois eu virei reserva do Academy, eu joguei CBLOL no mesmo split que eu estreiei, depois eu voltei pro Academy de novo, então foi uma jornada bem rápida, assim. Mas foi muito legal, assim, eu gostei muito de viver tudo isso.
O Chino tem uma oportunidade, a equipe do Corinthians não quer comprar briga agora. Agora eles têm que gastar essa barra, esperar o Chino destransformar pra aí sim querer alguma coisa. E por isso o Corinthians vai ganhando tempo. Só que o Chino vai chegando pelo lado.
Vai tentar trazer todo mundo contra a parede. Entrada mais do que bem feita.
Tá jogado pra cima, agora a entrada do Sarulo. Vão apagando um após o outro. Que jogadaça da Cade!
Tô aplaudindo o Chino com os pés porque eu tenho que segurar o microfone pra falar.
Eu acho que o split tem sido bem legal de estar. Sempre falo que é muito legal de poder jogar e poder viver isso tudo. Eu acho que é um privilégio que poucas pessoas têm. Eu ser apto de ter isso, acho que é uma coisa muito positiva. Em relação a estar na final, em relação ao time, acredito que eu tô numa boa fase jogando. Como jogador, eu tenho muito a agradecer a todo mundo, sim, que me colocou nessa posição. E a Cade, pra mim, assim, foi muito legal porque eles me ajudaram muito, assim, em muitas coisas. O Sil, a Contestaff inteira, o Benji. São pessoas que me ajudaram a estar aqui.
Peraí, será que alguém avisou pro Chino que o League of Legends é um jogo de 5 contra 5? Ele comprou o jogo pra ele? Tá jogando sozinho.
Tá jogando o jogo dele e dos outros, né?
Que isso, não, tá jogando por ele. Nem precisa jogar pelos outros, que a VKS tá mandando muito bem. Mas realmente tá fazendo o que quer. Mais uma vez essa Gwen ignora a bolha e também a ultimate da Nami e vai pra cima, fatiando todo mundo. E mesmo com pouca mana, ele ainda pega 2 abates. Sensacional o que vem fazendo o jogador, não só aqui nesse jogo, mas no campeonato como um todo.
Com certeza, acho que a torcida da Cade, assim como da Fúria anteriormente, eles me ajudaram muito, sim, não só na questão de apoio, com certeza
Okay,
me deram
I'm back.
muito o que acrescentar assim na minha vida.
Miss anything?
Mas assim, de motivação e ser um gás a mais, assim, você tá aqui, como eu falei, uma posição de privilégio e você tá aqui para várias pessoas te assistirem. É algo que é uma coisa muito nobre, assim, pra mim, pelo menos. Eu vejo que é uma certa responsabilidade, mas é uma responsabilidade boa, entendeu? Tô feliz, assim, a relação com a torcida sempre foi muito boa e espero que continue assim. Acho que
That's
isso
kind
é
of
uma
rough.
coisa muito legal.
I like that, you know, he's very humble about it, but he's also the lane that's kind of falling apart right now for Cade Stars. He is struggling. So he's not having a good time right now.
Esse que pode ser o último jogo dessa MD5. Se a Regi Kennedy vencer agora, acabou. Eles são os grandes campeões do circuito desafiante. Ou a Cade pode começar aí uma caminhada que não pode mais ter erros e aplicar um reverse switch.
Actually, this last weekend, LTA North was showing some of the crowd sounds.
E para esse jogo de número 3, a Cade fez a escolha do lado verde.
Pretty happy about that. I like hearing crowd sounds on the stream. You know, it makes me feel more alive, more lively.
Eu acho que tá faltando um counter pick nesse time.
Eu acho que eu vejo da mesma forma. Eu acho que trazer algum counter pick, colocar o Chino numa situação mais favorável. Eu acho que realmente colocar a Red com uma situação um pouco esquisita.
Are they saying that Red is opting for Red side? Or sorry, I mean, Cade is opting for Red side?
Eu vejo que seriam mudanças que seriam favoráveis e acho que ter essa leitura de que realmente tem que mudar alguma coisa.
Has Chino been counterpicking?
Muito certo, eu acho que é uma ótima leitura e acho que aqui pode ser um começo de um Silver Scrape.
They counterpicked game 1 and that didn't work out.
Mas eu vejo que pode ser uma mudança interessante, pode refletir. Mas essa questão que você comentou do counter, pra mim, é o grande ponto. Eles precisam counterar e precisam jogar mais nesse dedo se eles quiserem conseguir respirar nessa série.
I don't know if counter pick is necessarily the big thing right now. I feel like it's more the meta picks that have been going over. Is more important. And the drafting feels like teams are just doing what they want to do, right?
Só pra vocês irem sentindo ganhar.
I guess Red did make good use of counter pick.
Desde que chegou, não é pra qualquer um, né?
Pois é 100% de aproveitamento, Foguetinho.
Yeah, I think if you're a kid, you still go blue side. You go for power picks. Ideally, yeah, maybe you give Nico for yourself for Scamber. Nico is really OP right now. Like the more I see Nico, the more I realize he's OP. I didn't realize like the scouting that the clone gives you. Apparently, if you make her do the animation when you spawn the clone, like she lasts forever.
É uma composição com bastante controle de grupo e tal. É uma situação difícil, ele fez esse Rise agora também, muito legal, e a gente sente que tá sim dando uma desequilibrada, mas eu
and her scouting becomes like almost as busted as Maokai, even arguably worse because you can send the clone moving. You can get a lot of distance on that scout. He actually went red side. Holy crap! I think they just opted for hard mode. Let's see how this works out for them. Yeah, because now you see Red just opens up the Gwen, right? Because now Cade have to ban the Gwen. And then now Nico is available for Red if they want it.
Tá aí, meus amigos, vocês estão
Go for
conseguindo o terceiro jogo, né? Então já são aí 20 banimentos só da
And then if you pick
série,
Nico,
sabe?
suddenly Cade have to
Do
pick or
lado esquerdo,
ban
você tem vendo a Cade,
Ballista.
desculpa,
Or else
Red,
Rid get their hand on
tirou
that.
Phantom,
Oh.
Fiora e Lucian. Do lado direito, agora sim, a Cade tirou Gwen, a Kali e o Mambessa. E agora vamos ver o que a Red faz de primeira escolha. Eles estão mostrando nada.
Really?
Colocaram já um Nock.
I don't think Nocturne's that high prior that we need a first pick. Yeah.
Apesar de eu não achar que necessariamente
That's a choice.
combina tanto com o Nock, que é o Silas do Kazé. Ficou aberto. Tava vindo
let's see.
sendo mencionado e
That makes
banido anteriormente. VKS agora.
Here for quads. Okay. I mean, that's a very standard pick for quads in the past.
Mais seguro, mais scaling também.
It's really, really solid. I don't hate it. I don't think it's going to stop Nocturne, though. But
mandou muito bem com.
K could just default to front to back.
Desse quads aqui, eu acho que das últimas séries da VKS, mesmo com as vitórias que eles tiveram
Yeah,
pelo caminho,
there you go.
eu não senti tanta participação. E a gente tá vendo agora aqui também o Scammer traz essa Nico aqui, uma campeã que traz um pouco mais de proatividade.
Yeah, I think Rich should have taken Nico. I think this is a mistake on their part. We'll see if it comes back to bite them.
Porque honestamente eu não acho que seja só necessariamente esses picks e bans que eles estão falhando. Eu acho que é uma questão do próprio realmente de ter sentido esse primeiro jogo e agora não tem mais como.
I mean, already I do think like if you want to pick in a Fury, like I said, I would love to see a Doom the Fury game. This is a pretty good place to pick it, right? Because you know there's going to be at least one more squishy AD carry. So 3 squishies from the Fury to just one shot. That sounds pretty good to me.
Talvez aí seja a brincadeira por domínio da bot lane, né? Tem tanto foco
Repairing the Karma with Caitlyn.
debaixo do mapa que a Karma acaba adicionando bastante nesse controle da parte inferior, a menos que venha
The Edge was already been played, right?
aí. É porque a Nico vai somar demais nessa bot lane, né? É verdade. Então o time da Red sente a necessidade de trazer
Jhin.
mago
Okay.
pra poder ajudar.
Not what I thought of with Karma. It's not bad for lane. Like, it's very impressive.
Precisa dessa Karma pra ajudar a limpar.
I think Kate's probably more impressive.
Mas também tem bastante push
Not
aqui
bad.
nessa rota, você falou bem. Tem muito push aqui, mas também gosto dessa rota da VKS aqui de trazer essa Ashe, que justamente tem esse alcance também.
I guess I can't be in the Fury, never mind. Nocturne's jungle. I'm
Mas eu acho
thinking.
que vai depender bastante de como vai executar
Very
esse
off.
nível 1 aqui. E a Kalista também é uma
Yeah.
ótima opção pra dar pra
Listen, Nico, like I said, when one side picks Nico, the other side kind of has to either pick or ban Ballista.
É, hoje a gente vai dizer.
I will say though, I think a bit Karma's a good pick into Kalista. It's not like an OP shutdown, but it does make life a little bit complicated for Kalista. So
Esse jogo vai dar 1h20.
it was like a preemptive move from Red.
1h20, empate.
Cada ganha meio ponto.
Vamos lá, meus amigos. Você falou desses Silas Colossus. Agora o Kazé, ele vai ter a Champion Pool dele apertada. Ou pelo menos aqui a gente vai conseguir tirar o que eles não querem enfrentar de jeito nenhum. E o Silas
Bans come through.
A equipe da Red mostrando a preocupação pra selva, né?
Probably wants to be a tank jungler, right? With this comp.
Mais
Cade winning drop so far.
ativa,
It depends on how Red round this
pra
up.
serem efetivados e até
Right now,
essa
this is
pressão
certainly easier to
inicial
work
mais
with. It's
forte.
really straightforward.
Agora é a vez
Like
da VKS.
team fight comp. They need tanks
Talvez
though.
um campeão de mais mobilidade, beleza. A Aurora também é um campeão que o Kazé já trouxe.
I actually would have banned Ornn.
Forte.
E a Aurora tem toda essa pressão.
This top side Ornn's kind of scary. Unironically, Malphite here looking a little bit attractive, but you go jungle first. Yeah, and I like the Skarner removal. You could still go Maokai here as well, if you want to all in your team fight. But Mao doesn't do that well into Nocturne solo. It's more like for the team comp. Nocturne can invade and punish. For Mao, yeah, that's fair.
Professor, não te preocupa uma Orianna?
Yeah, who got played last game, right?
Da Red, não?
Eu acho que a execução é um pouco difícil de você realmente conseguir fazer.
Hello?
Ô, louco! Veio.
That's a Sarolu special. Okay. I hate that.
Então vambora, o caçador.
Thanks, I hate this. I mean, you could go tank Rengar, I guess. But this comp is too squishy for me now.
É o maior bait da história do League of Legends. Dos maiores baits da história.
If you go like Camille, you completely screw this comp. Do it, Zinz. Do Camille. Going to Renekton. Oh, boo, they went Renekton. The polar opposite of Falca. Yeah, pretty much, right? No team fight utility. Hardly any setup. On skills. That's a Sarulu special, right? They're going back to comfort a little bit. Oh, wow, this is a wild comp from Red. I don't know how I feel about this.
De mais mobilidade, de mais pressão, mais a cara do Kazé, né?
Pois é, e a gente já viu já que a LeBlanc já vai.
Yeah, I really don't know how to feel about this. Now Renekton. Hill has all its time. Like, genuinely, this matchup has existed since the beginning of
dessa Orianna pra jogar com esse knock. Eu honestamente não acho que a Orianna esteja no melhor dos momentos agora como a campeã em si. Então, acho que talvez essa LeBlanc trazer esse potencial aqui pode ser muito mais chato.
I need to think about this red draft. My first instinct is I don't like it, but it's more because I don't see the synergy in this draft. But Aurora was banished, just picked Ori. I mean, in the first place, why do we even need Aurora, right? Like, Orianna is fine in this comp. Like, I guess you're picking the LeBlanc to deal with the Azir as well. Again, okay, individual lane matchups. This should be fine. It's not that hard a winning matchup though. It's like kind of equal. Jungle matchup's kind of weird. I don't know Rengar. Like, I don't know the Rengar matchups at all. I don't know anything about. I don't know enough about how Rengar operates in comp to be able to talk about that. Gnar is favored over Renekton, but LeBlanc is probably favored over Azir. Pretty even in terms of comp. Okay, again, it's one of those things where you've got four team fight, 4+1, right? You've got 4 champions excel at team fight plus 1 random champion that doesn't quite fit. That's okay. I just don't like the lack of a tank. I'll give them a 3 out of 5. If they had a true tank, this would have been up like 3.5 or 4 out of 5. This comp is weird to me. You don't think Red wins this? Yeah, I don't. Like, the scaling on this side is not good. If there was a true tank on this, the Jhin would fall off, the LeBlanc would fall off. Because there's no tank, this comp's actually playable. I still don't like it though. It feels like very solo queue, like individual. I don't know, I'm gonna give this a 1.5. I don't like the comp. It's got a lot of individual pick though, and there's a lot of squishies, so it's probably actually gonna operate like a 2.5 comp out of 5. Because Cade didn't have a tank. I actually really don't like the Gnar pick the more I look at this, because Nocturne, Jhin, Renekton, LeBlanc can all take advantage of mini Gnar. Like, they're all really good at just getting onto the Gnar. Renekton's kind of 50-50, I guess. E2 wins this. It's usable though. The problem is, okay, so I think the way Red win this is if you just smash your lanes, right? If you're just better at your lanes, you win. If you snowball fast enough, you win. This is a snowball comp. Or I guess as Ellis would call it, a sinner comp. Oh wow, Sarul had to flash. Wait, that's really, really bad. If they can land some sort of slow. Oh, what was that flash from Rebello? That was over optimistic. Okay. Then stop the back. Okay, Rebello feeling himself a little bit way too. But yeah, you kind of see how this red comp works, right? Like, just damage overload. We just run at you. We do more. We do harder. And their lanes are not bad for it. Especially once Nocturne hits level 6, it gets really painful for Cade to try and play in the lane. The team fights will be good for Cade.
É o 4 bala aí, ó. Olha o 4 bala. Vamos com a gente. O Rad mandando a mensagem. Obviamente não é uma montagem, né? É isso, pô. Tá ali de olho nesse troféu.
Eu vi ele do meu lado, ele tava do meu lado ali. Ele tava do meu lado ali embaixo. Eu tava com a foguetinha, ele tava do meu lado.
Um maravilhoso troféu aqui do nosso circuitão, troféu Minecraft. É, o Jim que vai ter essa possibilidade. E aí, quando chega aquele momento, no final que o Sarolô apronta uma das suas. Aí,
yeah, you see the poke coming out from red spot lane. It's a bit of a skill matchup. It's just harder for Kalista and Nico, unfortunately. Like, Rebello just has to click every 4th right click onto Smalley or Scamber, and those trades kind of auto-win. It's also easier for Karma to land poke. With the Nico, you kind of need a... Nico Q is fairly wide-ranging, but it doesn't hit as hard as the Mantra Q from Karma. Third Fire, whatever that is.
Até faz sentido, porque tem muito menos campeões na pool que você realmente seja tão counterado, que sejam matchups mais difíceis de você enfrentar. Então eu acho que nesse ponto aqui seria o melhor possível. Então vamos ver se ele vai conseguir achar esse brilho nesse momento aqui. Tá jogando sem flash esse early game aqui também, mas o Rabelo também tá jogando sem esse flash. Então é um ponto de alerta aqui que a Red pode perder um pouco mais de vantagem nesse começo de jogo.
Yeah, pre-6 I'm mostly just looking at the 1v1, 2v2 matchups and see if Red can get an advantage there. I think it's when it hits 6 that we're going to see Red Academy really explode. With the Nocturne Paranoia. How did we end up there? 2 mid laners on the opposite side. Kaze went deep.
Fica essa disputa, eles estão muito equilibrados. Por enquanto, esse é o nome do jogo, equilíbrio, Colossus. Os minions estão bem apertadinhos ali, muito igual para um lado e pro outro.
Sim, na parte de baixo o Smiley vai fazendo trocas ali, eles estão mantendo a pressão, a Nico junto com a Kalista, mas a vida tá sendo trocada. O Quats também, meu Deus, Tino.
You know, it's getting dunked
No
again.
Brasil a história é outra. No Brasil a história é outra.
Não, mas calma.
Since with the early shoves hits level 4 and immediately jumps on Sheep.
O Shino domina o boneco, tá tranquilo.
Yeah, next patch too, it's gonna get harder for Nar as well. They're nerfing Grasp, I think.
Enquanto o Nar
Range champions,
ele
which they should.
é um pouco mais sujeito a essas trocas de curto alcance. O problema é que quando o Zinx usa a habilidade UE pra fora, dá o tempo e o espaço pro Shino responder. E aí essa barra de vida, que parecia muito unilateral, meio que volta, né? Meio que equaliza no fim das contas.
E de novo mais um joguinho, né, Tarzão? Aquele early game paradinho.
Did he not get spotted by the minion wave? Damn. Kaze actually maintaining enough prio on top.
Acho que as equipes vão buscar essa contestação.
Pois é, eu
Not
não acho que vai
quite
ser
sure why Zinx is playing up like that into Mega Nar.
Professor, 4 minutos ainda tá muito cedo na partida e tem uma movimentação do Sarolu lá pelo topo. Se o Zinx avançar demais, ele pode se arriscar. Ele tá longe do nível 6, então sem o Dominus não é fácil ele aguentar a chegada do Sarolu.
I don't think Doom saw Sarolu, but Sarolu should know that
já
Doom.
tem um ping na sentinela
Priors.
que a própria VKS tem por lá. Sarolu tava esperando talvez uma contenção ou para até mesmo rechaçar o dive inimigo. Volta o teleporte do Shino. O Zinx é que tem que ficar esperto aqui nessa jogada. Ele tem que... É esse minion e base, porque senão vai ser base.
E vai mesmo. Mas por enquanto a gente vê que as equipes são
As expected, pretty quiet early game. Sarolu needs some farm too.
Mas agora justamente nesse nível 6 eu quero ver aonde vai ser o grande impacto dessa primeira ultimate do Nock. Porque é uma coisa que a gente sempre fala que a partida depende muito de como o Nock vai utilizar essa primeira ultimate e se ela vai...
Infernal would make this game spicy though.
Professor, onde você dava esse ultimate aí?
Both teams are pretty damage already.
Tem que aproveitar antes que a Khaleesi pegue 6, eu acho que pode ser um alvo suscetível tirar o flash dela. Eu acho que na parte de baixo é mais interessante. No meio pode ser também, mas você tem que tomar cuidado com o decreto do Imperador. O Bazir também tem muita mobilidade. Pode até ser mesmo no próprio Rengar aqui.
Então, eu ia falar isso. Se a LeBlanc cumpriu...
Yuzin's playing his own minigame, dodging the Sentinels.
Também tem um ângulo pra cobrar o
There you go, he cleared them out though.
Com esse ultimate do Nock. Aí, continua essa brincadeira. O Doom tá próximo, não pegou nível 6 ainda.
Unfortunate for Doom. Minion. Not minion, boards.
Lance aqui
Spawned
agora,
before he could
eles
take
vão se reposicionando, precisa metade da barra de XP ainda, então demora um pouquinho pra esse Nock pegar o nível 6, mas tá chegando lá e deve ser o momento que a gente vai ver os confrontos mais intensos. Todo mundo na parte de baixo, vários pings por lá, o Sarolu veio. Pegaram ele por ali.
Yeah, Sarolu, I don't know that you actually want these fights. That's the second time this game he's done the exact same thing from that bush. Like, why are we doing this? Sarolu's like low-key inting.
Foi pra esse pulo, foi pra essa jogada e acabou se complicando. E agora lá na parte de cima.
Quad. Yeah, like Sarolu's this is your specialty champion. You should know your burst numbers. Up against a spell shooter and Nocturne, you should know exactly how much damage you can do. If you don't know that, you shouldn't be doing that. I don't know, that's just rough. And it gets worse for him too because of the way Paranoia works, right? Like once he gets Paranoia, he gets half map coverage as well, and then Sarolu's gang's gonna get harder. Sarolu's still to GG? Yeah. Feels like it. Oh man, and then Zin's onto Shino as well. Like, he didn't kill Shino, but Upside's winning so hard that it's becoming a problem.
Tendo a possibilidade de tacar o terror nessas rotas laterais, acaba brecando demais a possibilidade de
jogo.
E aí, como tudo vai desenfreando nesse momento, porque o Doom tava preparadíssimo.
Good fingers from Doom as well, though. Beautiful spell shield. It's more important he spell shields the initial burst of damage than the actual root. The root is kind of whatever. And he gets the kill by flashing. Okay. Doom's gonna become everybody's problem soon enough. Yeah, Smalley's Scabbard can't push up anymore. Once Doom is 6, it gets so risky. Shino can't push up either in mini form. Oh man. They have to track Doom solo.
Não tinha muito o que fazer. E ele acaba sendo abatido. First Blood pro time da Red, que vai expandindo aí a sua vantagem. A diferença de ouro é pequena, mas eu sinto que a Red...
We are doing the lane swap again. Bot to top, top to bot.
Já é o que ele vem fazendo, principalmente na segunda partida, que deixou o Sarolu...
I guess nobody has TP, so somebody has to sack.
Tá fazendo muito
They're just ignoring Dragon in favor of Herald.
Forçando
Or Grubs.
bastante a selva do Sarolu, tirando bastante recurso, já está no nível
I really
6.
like that.
Sarolu vai pegar o nível 6 em breve, mas...
This is actually an opportunity for K-Stars. Again, if they can get Smalley Scamber 6, the team fight from this is a lot stronger than the team fight from this. Rebello using their robot poke than actual team fight. Smalley 6 now, there we go. Scamber should hit 6 off this wave.
Esse nível 6 também, então pode ser que algo se crie por aqui, mas a gente vê que a Red nem perde muito tempo aqui, porque não tem como o Sarolu criar nada. Ele tá parado na torre...
Sarolu is looking for a lane gank. I don't know why we're waiting for a lane gank here. Like, Grubs are up, you know this.
A equipe da Red vai sobressaindo novamente e a ultimate foi usada.
Vai ter uma briga por aqui, a galera da Cade vai tentar contestar. Já fizeram 2 Beerus a Red.
Nice. They use Paranoia to secure that, and then they drive after. Oh my god.
Já era pro Sarulu de novo. O Doom é detonado, mas o decreto travou a galera da Red.
I mean, this is strong for K-Stars. They should be winning this fight. If they can't, they've got issues. They can't. Kaze got out. Oh no. Wait, this is nightmare fuel. This is actual nightmare fuel for K-Stars. And Yuzen just doesn't die. Bro, I'm tilted watching this. This is done. I'm tilted. This is over, man. Like, Red's comp, the way they win is they just smash you in lane and snowball from there. They just smashed you. They got all 3 grubs. Freaking Rebello is 3-0 and 2 right now on a squishy team with no tank. Oh, yeah, I'm base. I mean, wait, Smiley was in that fight, though. He did work. He just couldn't get a single kill, though. Open VOD. Bro, yeah, man, I don't know. It feels like Smiley is trying his damnedest right now in this game, but it just doesn't... I'm actually surprised K-Stars lost this fight. Like, look, I think Doom played it really well. Paranoia, turn off the light, secure the objective, that's fine. But this part, Pop Blossom, it did work. Smiley was wrecking them. But Yuzen's freaking shielding, man. Like, this Karma got so much value. Oh. And shield right there. Again. It's so clutch. Shield and... No, his heal's already down. I don't know what healed him. Yeah, it's just crazy, man. But the Kaze died, but... You're Cade, you're tilted, I think.
Triple kill pra esse Jin assim, essa vantagem toda.
You're Dragon as well, no answer from Cade. Yeah, but this is what I mean, like, at 6 it gets so hard now, because now Paranoia always covers. So great, you got the kill, and then what, right? Now Kaze's on the hunt? Oh. Yeah, you did. Great TP from Kaze. And Kaze had pushed bot side too, so... You don't lose out too much with that. Yeah, Bridge is playing map better now. It was a good call from Cade. I do think that's what you have to do in that situation. You're falling behind. You have Pop Blossom available. You just pull the trigger. Sarulu going down was probably not part of the plan. You trade 1 for 1 is Cade. You're like, what? Fine, whatever. We take those. But trading 2 for 1 is obviously. Yeah, I like the call from Scamber. He heals to actually get the movement speed. And they got the right target too in Smiley. But the Paranoia just makes all those ganks always so high risk and painful. Yeah, I know it looks like Sarulu into that, but he generally wasn't going to get out. Don't think. Okay, solves their problems. Rengar feedings out. Yeah, exactly. It just feels really bad. Okay, surely Sarulu gets this kill, right? Nope, never mind. Doom's here. They don't get this kill. Oh, good flash. Does Sarulu die again? Please no. Oh, he lives. But not by much. Holy double digits. Yeah, Sarulu's not getting to play this game. And every time it feels like he's ganking almost out of frustration a little bit. And the problem is if he's ganking, he's not farming. And he's just going to fall further and further behind. Each of these failed ganks has a cost. Doom didn't even have the Paranoia for that, so his Paranoia is coming off cooldown soon, and Doom can just make a proactive play on his own. Good job from Scamber. At least secures the Raptors early.
O problema é que a Red tá fazendo jogada no topo, hein? Contra o Chino. Chino que tá com a barra de Mega na cheia. Toda aquela desanimada na Red pra tentar essa jogada aí, mesmo porque o Zinx tá sem vida nenhuma.
I see Yuzen show up and I'm just like, oh, I'm ready for another tilter. I'm ready for the karma shields that never seem to end.
Vamos lá, que eles estão voltando nesse momento. O dragão tá longe ainda de estar disponível. A equipe da Red já tem 2 objetivos na conta, mais os 3 primeiros abates. Então, questão de tempo aí até eles potencialmente fecharem mais
They need to stem the bleeding.
de proezas pra eles.
Pois aí vão avançando
A lot,
aqui um pouco
actually.
mais. A equipe da VKS vai tentando brecar um pouquinho aqui, pega um pouquinho de controle, vai garantindo um pouquinho mais de mapa. pelo menos pra tentar brecar um
Just so
pouco
tough for them.
de força pra equipe da Red, que foi
Paranoia's back up
nos
now.
2 primeiros jogos aí, garantindo o terceiro pra dar um pouquinho mais de força, pode ser complicado.
But you're seeing like Smalley go into push with control ward because he knows his bush is safe. He doesn't want to show on mid because he's worried about getting dove. Same thing, you're only seeing really Quats push out because he can get back to safety. He can travel quite far. Even Shino's hesitant to push out too far right now.
E na real não é uma parada que tá acontecendo nesse jogo não, professor. É uma parada que tá acontecendo a série toda. A Red sempre parece...
Even with Sarolo in back pocket, you're just not confident you win even number fights when Doom gets involved.
A VKS quer jogar.
E a gente tá vendo agora que o avanço vai rolando e agora na rota inferior.
Okay, here we go. Yep. Shino leaves turret, he's dead. Just that easy. Okay, maybe Lao Doom would actually be good. I'm really liking how Doom's playing this. He didn't show this when he was playing with Red, with Mago. But if this is what they were seeing in scrims, I kind of get it. Why they chose to try and start Doom. I love his productivity when he's ahead. Holy crap. That came out of nowhere. I did not expect Kaze to almost one rotate Scamber. Meanwhile, Zinz is split pushing.
E a gente vê agora que
oh damn, he has all the plate goal.
Você falou em relar, não conseguiram nenhuma barricadinha nesse minuto 14 e a gente tá vendo que o jogo continua progredindo dessa forma e a Red vai seguindo, demolindo tudo que eles veem pelo caminho, levando
1.6k, yeah.
selva, levando torre.
Zinz deserves it. He's been crushing his 1v1 matchup.
Vai ficando complicado aqui, 3 mil de ouro de vantagem.
And Smalley,
vai ter que dar um jeito de se
I'm crying for Smalley right now.
Eu não, que eu falei,
Smalley's been trying to do so much work for his team, and it's not panning out. The rest of his team's like all the way at the bottom. How do you team fight when that's the case? I mean, Nash's dudes is completed for quads at least. But maybe kind of hurt. Maybe. If he can actually get out of lane.
O Smiley fica se posicionando e vem chegando o Shino também. A Cade trouxe todo mundo pra não deixar esse objetivo.
Zinz's dominance should be up soon. It's not already up now. I think it's up now.
Tá aqui pra brigar, chegou o Quads.
Good pullback from Red Academy. You want Cade to be the one starting this up, and when they are locked in, you just flank them from multiple angles. You have LeBlanc and Renekton who are both really good at flanks. There we go. Kazi's coming in now. And you turn off the lights, and you go in. Oh my goodness. Okay, good turn from Cade. Oh,
Todo mundo com a vida detonada e eles vão agora brigando dentro da própria selva.
Damn, Kaze is not messing. I mean, honestly, really good turn from Cade, or really good play from Cade. The way they turned around and punished Zinz for dashing in. If they were even gold, maybe Cade actually win that fight. As it stands, they trade 1-for-1, which is, I guess, it's worth it if you're behind, but you are still going to lose the Herald. And Cade have 3 grubs as well, so the Shelly charge is going to be very effective.
Tá bem danificada, mais uma cabeçada e alguns hits podem levar da torre do meio também. E olha o Sarolo chegando por aqui, difícil conseguir fazer alguma execução, difícil conseguir roubar esse arauto.
I think he can go jump into me, steal it.
Tentar justamente levar essas ondas de minion e manter um pouco mais de controle para esse dragão, que o Kazé também já tá de olho para tentar algum pick-off por aqui.
Mas é importante também pro Smiley no meio dessa jogada, que ele acabou ficando por ali, né? A equipe da VKS vai começar a fazer o dragão. Lá vai mais uma vez o Kazé.
Ele faz a entrada, mas o
Kaze playing fire a little bit there.
Ainda assim, eles resetaram o
That's the thing with these comps, because they're such high damage. On one hand, Kaze can one-shot, but if Kaze picks the wrong bush and there's like 2 or 3 people in that bush, Kaze can get one-shot too. We're not forcing this further? Okay. I feel like they could have potentially gone for second charge, but now they want Dragon. They don't want Dragon? What are we doing? Okay. That's a bit of a surprise.
Tenta respirar, tenta conter o sangramento. O Scamber vai vindo por aqui junto com o Smiley. O Zente não vai tomar uma iniciação. É muito difícil estourar a Karma só com os 2 picks que eles têm aí, a VKS.
E a gente tava vendo na rota superior lá que o Shino manteve lá sua pressão, justamente quase conseguiu garantir essa torre nesse momento aqui, então a gente viu que por muito pouco a VKS não consegue pelo menos
On the bright side, for K-Stars, Red has been struggling with this comp to take turrets. The fact that Zinz was the one who had all the gold from plating pre-14 minute, and they used Xiao to break an outer, and didn't find anything else on the back end of it.
Porque o símbolo tava em branco ali, acho que eu tô meio daltônico.
Yeah, this comp relies a bit heavily on picks right now.
Então, mas,
So if Kate starts to sit back and try and scale up in their lanes, yes, they'll lose objectives, but they're still able to at least CS quite effectively. Like you can see, the CS is pretty much even here. Molly's actually ahead in gold. Yes. The only one who's really struggling is Shino.
O Jin acabou de fechar o canhão, então já tem 2 itens, pico de poder legal pro Rabelo poder jogar, principalmente.
Yeah, I mean, they did ultimately get Dragon, but it felt like the Dragon play was kind of late. It was like they didn't do the smooth rotate, like turret into Dragon into some objective somewhere else. A bit of a hiccup, but that's it's fine. They're far ahead enough, I guess. It's not a beautiful game, but.
Mas por enquanto aqui, ó, Gruntarzão, a gente tava perguntando se dava dano, ó, tanto o Jinzão quanto a
Hey, Quad's able to bounce back bot. That's good for them.
Os 80 por hora aí.
I mean, they've managed to maintain the gold lead fairly static for a while now. I think the lanes opening up is not terrible for Cade in a way. It's easy to play defensively when they are being pushed into inners.
Mas a Cade respondeu com a torre lá do bot. Cara, pelo menos isso.
I'm just not sold yet that they have a way quite back into the...
jogo do Sarolu, cara. A selva dele já não existe na parte de cima. Completamente controlada com visão. Olha ali, ó. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sentinelas na parte de cima do mapa, pô.
E é um ponto a ficar de olho aqui, é que justamente vai ter esse atacante nascendo na parte superior.
I kind of see Kaze actually pick up a Lich main.
Na parte de cima hoje da série também, então a gente vê uma tendência bem agressiva na parte superior do mapa, mas isso também abre espaço.
It's not bad for the burst damage, and it would help the split pushing from Kaze a lot more if he could get his hands on the Lich main.
DPS assim, mas também é uma brecha interessante para conseguir buscar esse engage que eles tanto querem. Acho que pode ser um bom cenário de
Rebello was going for the cheeky deadly flourish. If it lands on Quats, Quats takes quite a bit of poke damage from Kaze there.
É o parkour.
Não vai dar em nada. Essa movimentação toda é porque o Kazé tá fazendo esse split push lá pelo topo, né? O time da Red deixou muita visão e tava apoiando o seu mid laner pra não deixar ele sozinho, pra ele ser gankado.
Actually, I need to check all the mechanics on of the Herald.
Uma ofensiva, né, generalizada do time. Sarolu acabou ultando pra ter alguma informação e ele tem. Ele sabe que o Rabelo tá ali no meio do caminho e o Rabelo sabe.
Yeah, you can see Red is really struggling. Like they've slowed down a lot. They're relying very heavily on their solo laners to just win out and be able to turrets. But I think Quats is at the point where he can hold a turret against Kaze. Like not a lot of kill threat, but just wave clear is fine under turret from safety. Oh, the flourish was barely blocked out. Oh, Quats just blew the Empress to the hide.
Ia jogar ele numa posição difícil. Sim, já é uma situação um pouco mais confortável com a VKS.
Yeah, without tanks, man.
It's
so much harder for teams to brute force stuff without the tank.
E o Quats não tem o dele.
Oh, Sarolu. That Q full health them.
O Sarolu também. É um perigo isso daqui, o time da Red vai fazendo o ataque. Foi metade. A galera da Cade já sabe, mas ainda tá meio longe. Tem Mega. Vão se aproximando agora. Tem o Mega Anarquia.
That turret actually messed up Kaze a little bit.
Tem que pular pra longe, tá com a vida muito detonada. Balaço do Jin.
Zinz, let's go! Man, Scamber is doing work this game. Scamber and Smalley refuse to die. Like, they're actually turning this. Oh my goodness, how many times does Kaze get to get over that same wall? That's so disgusting.
3 abates pra cada lado. 2 abates pro Smiley e no final das contas
Cade should be winning this. If Cade was not behind, they'd be winning this. The fact that that went even is, yeah, that was good from Cade. That was wonderful from Cade. Red's comp is so hard to execute. Like, they gave themselves such a difficult comp. No, I'm glad that Cade is actually like in a low-key winning this fight, but at the same time, they ended up trading even. Kaze screwed up by going for that. You knew the Sun Disc was there, you went there anyway. That's just a mistake, man. Oh, but Scamber, dude. Oh, that knock-up was gorgeous. If not for that, Rebello, if Rebello lives, how many times would he have killed people, right? Like, they're all kind of low, they're all kind of squishy. And Kaze, over and over and over again. That's so
Eles demoraram muito pra conseguir o abate em cima do Smiley.
Oh no, VKS. Okay, they've got the Ren. They should be able to get Articon. Oh, Zint having problems. Never mind, sir. Oh, Scammer can't find it. And now Kaze here. This is the beginning of the end. It's G freaking G. Oh, actually. It's kind of even still. 2 for 2? Or 3 for 2, pardon me? Kaze wants to find somebody else. Yeah, he shows up. Yeah, Kate are still in it. Holy crap. I don't know how they're not dead, but they are not. Ah, and the curtain call. Rebelo can't find it. This is so disgusting. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be Kaze MVP for me. The way Kaze on these assassins, the way he plays on these assassins are so good. Like, these are actually losing fights for Red, and if not for Kaze, I think Kate would have already been like completely nullified the gold lead by this point, if not for Kaze. Kaze is like single-handedly holding things even. Also, I'm not a huge fan of the way Zinz is playing this. If you're going to play the Renekton the way they're playing it, build some tankiness. I mean, he's doing it now, but second item tank probably would have been better. Knowing that, try and keep playing 1v1. Why are we forcing team fights? Oh, hello. That must have been confusing, seeing 3 Rangars in the area.
Veio curtinho, não tem como pegar flanco nem nada. E a barra dele tá pequenininha, mas pegaram.
Did they catch Kaze?
Pegaram o Kaze, ele vai sendo detonado.
They caught Kaze, let's go.
O Kaze morreu e
Molly almost died though.
Vem pra fazer esse dragão.
And now what?
Tem vantagem numérica. E o Zinx
What can they do here?
tá meio longe dessa jogada. Barão surgiu do outro lado, então a equipe
It is Infernal Soul, by the way.
pode garantir essa fight o Barão.
Okay.
Ficou com Sarolu.
Red screwed up. Nice, they finally get punished. Let's go. Let's go, Kate Stars! You're coming back in, and they get Baron. This is giga huge for Cade. Let's go. They'll get lead for the first time this series. Let's go. Hey, Rengar. Wait, what did Sorolu do? Actually missed out. I didn't see. I was more watching Kaze get caught out. Yeah, Red's entire draft this game feels like incredibly complicated to play. They made it super hard. And the fact that they weren't punished till now. Yeah. I'm glad they finally get punished. Trying to go for Dragon after Kaze got picked like that with Zinz, by the way, split pushing bot side, that to me was disrespectful. Molly got pretty clearly. But this part, like, I hate this. What is this? If you're going for Dragon, go for Dragon. Why is Zinz off doing his own thing? Like, the moment Zinz went off for that, all of you should have just got out. Why are we still waiting around here? Also, Scammer MVP, man. His Nico game is disgustingly clean. Scammer's an absolute 12 AP along with Quats.
Eles sabiam que estavam na desvantagem numérica, eles sabiam que se
beasting this and keeping Kate Stars in it.
Perder o Barão, perderam a fight, tomaram o picote, foram 3 erros sucessivos da equipe da Red.
E agora a gente vê agora que quem toma em termos de ouro.
The Baron's actually. So the other reason why Baron's super good for Kate Stars right now is this is a comp that would prefer to team fight, with the exception of Rengar. Everybody else in the team wants to fight. But they were having problems dealing with the double split push from Zinz and Kaze. Because they didn't have anybody who could handle 1v1. But now Quats can kind of handle Kaze, and with the Baron, they have super minions as well, or not super Baron minions, pardon me, which makes the push a lot harder for Red. So this effectively cycles them, and now that they actually have push and can group up, they should be able to get turrets. It's really hard for Red to contest this. Red to contest this needs to find flanks from different directions. But Kate have done a good job warding bot side. We don't know what this paranoia is doing. Are we going in? We are not. We cannot. We cannot. They chose the wrong side. If they wanted to do that, Kaze needed to be flanking from the side and not from the front. And they can potentially look for a flank on the side and then allow the endgame forward.
Uma T2 pra derrubar, mas não tem onda de minions nem perto.
E acho que o grande ponto aqui é que a equipe da Red
Kaze.
Pegaram o Kazé de novo, ele tenta pular pela parede, por enquanto vai se mantendo em segurança, mas o Quats tá aqui.
Yeah.
Vai sair, vai sair.
Yeah, I think Kaze should no longer get to pop them that easily. The big problem for Kaze now is no longer Smalley, it's actually Quats. The Rylai specifically is really messing with him. Like the Rylai keep slowing Kaze down, so he can't juke around effectively. And he doesn't have a Seekers to buy time for the distort reset.
Já deu espaço para eles fecharem monte de itens.
Sim, aí como o Quats acabou de fazer,
I think the draft diff is finally coming back in.
defensivos, tipo as zonas que apareceu na mão do mid laner da VKS. Será que temos uma série, Tabs? Parece que temos uma série, mas ainda tem jogo para a equipe da Red aqui também. Aqui a gente precisa de mais uma briga para poder realmente cimentar essa vantagem que eles conseguiram. Eles tentam na T2 lá pelo topo, é a última T2 da defesa do time da Red, que já abre a
Nice, Skate got all 3 inner turrets on the Baron Bush. That's a pretty big gold swing. 4K advantage now, very, very nice.
Toda que eles invertem. Sim, muito grande essa volta da VKS. Tá aí a invertida que aconteceu em questão de 4 minutos aí. A equipe da VKS trouxe de volta uma partida que sinceramente parecia que estava completamente empenada já.
Pois é, eu tô contigo nessa, Colossus. E acho que um grande ponto é que vai ter esse
Like every single Kate Stars game, even in LTA South, Kate kept having the big reverse sweep games happen to them.
Como que a Red vai se portar para conseguir contestar?
Here we are again.
Quats nível 17 nesse momento, então é o grande motor aqui.
So the 6K gold swing
Essa Carissa também dá muito dano, mas quem causa muito problema acaba sendo
even 7K,
mais resistente ainda, porque ele fechou já show. Então essa Carissa tá tanque demais para os Indies conseguir executar, para o Kazé conseguir executar, tá muito difícil.
Mas precisa de uma
death cap for Kaze, so no Lich Bane. The pushing power from this LeBlanc is still not that strong. I don't know why we're sending Renekton and LeBlanc this.
Quanto mais passa,
I really don't get that.
Porém, Kazé tá trabalhando lá na side lane, ele vai derrubar aquela T2
Instant show though. Just the saving grace. It was instant shown, I think.
Já tá posturado, posicionado pra tentar parar. Porém, são 2 contra 1. Chegou os hits, o flash do Chino é um recurso muito importante pro Nari.
Aqui no meio.
I mean, they can double TP, but...
Aqui no meio, a Sarulu acelera todo mundo, Sarulu faz a entrada.
Oh, that paranoia was actually beautiful timing. Because it was just as Sarulu jumped in.
No momento pra ficar vivo, e por enquanto ele vai segurando. Decreto não pega
Oh, Scamber couldn't fight anybody. That's what...
Sarulu
survives though. Everybody survives in Cade. That paranoia from Doom, I don't think it was intentional, but it was the perfect timing. Because Sarulu jumps in and then they lose, the team loses vision of Sarulu. So they can't just go like charging Buck Wild in. Or lose it back and actually back up.
É dragão pra Red. É muito complicado, não vale a pena.
This is only soul point, it's not that big a deal.
Trocar a vida dele por uma tentativa de
Yeah, really well played from the Kenneth. Things ended up working out.
Aquela T2 tá sendo feito.
He knows mini.
O Chino tá vindo.
Oh, Sarulu with the seal.
Pega aquele ladrão, Sarulu.
Zinz is inting if he dies. Yeah.
Consegue o objetivo e eles ainda estão no
You're supposed to go Mega Kaze.
O Chino fica por ali, ele tá como Mega Nar, mas ele toma muito controle de grupo.
Oh, nice.
Pelo flanco, atrapalha muito a
Nice route from Scamber. It might cost him his life.
Tem que usar o flash pra poder sair.
Yeah, how do you... Paranoia came back off cooldown. That is disgusting. Experimental Hexblade is busted. Scamber! He gets it again! The cooldowns are so short. This fight has gone for so long. They're getting their out cooldowns back up. Below! Oh, that redemption. That redemption. This is so iffy right now. Kazi's out of mana. Everybody's so low. Are you not entertained? Another 3 for 3. This game has had so many 3 for 3s, like even trades.
Parecia que o jogo tinha acabado nessa última jogada.
No primeiro momento que rolou 2
abates, dois
jogadores da VKS abatidos, eu já pensei, é GG, acabou o jogo. Mas a gente vê como vai desdobrando, porque a gente comentou, se essa Kalista tem uma luta que é um pouquinho mais estendida,
this fight, man, I thought Red won this fight, like with how it kind of went, the paranoia, they found Sarulu. But Scamber's the big difference maker here. Again, he missed the last Pop Blossom, pardon me. But this time he gets it. And then Smalley just gets to run buck wild on them. Holy crap. I thought that Redemption would have killed Smalley, but Kazi ran out of mana. They couldn't get the full combo off. But still, that's crazy. And Cerullo stole the dragon. That's actually giga huge. If Cade can stack the full Inferno, holy. I think they might win, just based on the damage. Because 2 high damage compositions crashing, better skilling on Cade's their side too. Ooh, Smalley bought a Jack shows, okay. Actually probably made all the difference last fight. Yeah, Kaze is trying his best. Somehow Rebello's not hitting as hard as I feel like he should be at this point. I say that, but he did. Like, I just feel like all the big pop damages I'm seeing is mostly Kaze. Or maybe it just looks like Kaze. It might... Baron's troll for both these teams right now. They have no tank. Whoever starts up Baron is going to be in trouble. They need to get kills first. If they get caught at Baron with their resistances shredded, oh, they're gonna. And with the dragons being split so oh, it's gonna be a long. It's gonna be at least like another plus minutes.
Vai ser no dedo. E as composições, elas são composições de certa forma diferentes. Tem o LeBlanc, tem o Renga, sabe? Próprio Nock. Então, assim, são campeões que precisam ser bem jogados, bem executados. Tem que encaixar na composição, na briga ali.
The Sentinels from Smalley are helping a lot, though.
Não vai pra frente. Sim, o Shino acabou de fechar.
Even as Vision's still eating.
Então, mais resistência mágica pra tentar parar esse ímpeto ali do Kazé. Não estão tão preocupados assim com o dano que o Jhin ou que o Nock pode oferecer.
I wonder if Zinz can still lane into Shino. If he can, then they desperately need Zinz to apply pressure bot.
Da fight do jogo de fato começar. Tá de rabadão o Kazé.
Has to be.
Cruel, olha o que ele faz com o Cerullo. O problema é que ficou disponível, ele tem que dançar pra lado pro outro pra tentar sair.
Oh, Scamber can't quite get it. Actually, like the Rengar-Nico combo. It's kind of weird, but it's been working pretty well. Oh, there we go. That's the big Rebello damage I was looking for. There we go. Big pops. Okay, they need to make something happen because they called the TP from Zinz. Like, Zinz is not applying that bot side pressure right now. They're trying to wait out the Mega. Oh, Zinz flashing away is actually really bad. Because without flash, Zinz doesn't have good engage. Okay. Nice. Okay, Red should secure Baron. Cade are just looking to push now. Somebody should get rid of the Sentinel.
Pois é, estavam cozinhando ali, como vocês estavam cozinhando, esperando esse Mega, e agora a Red volta.
After a really tense back and forth, Red barely clutch out a win, but it is tight right now. It's not like Red are having a walkover. Red are having to do some insane acrobatics, and they're gonna sack Dragon for this. That's 3 Infernals for Cade. Like I said, they get Soul. The extra pop-up damage is nothing to scoff at. It might make all the difference in this game. No point, yeah. Okay, what can Red do with this Baron?
Que é muita coisa botando em termos de porcentagem para essa etapa do jogo aqui. O AP dele vai lá para casa do chapéu.
Meu amigo, o jogo tá pegado, a vantagem de
I feel like they need to break an inhibitor of this Baron at the very least. The gold's starting to hit the point where it's not as relevant. Like, Kaze is almost full build. Watts is full build. Smalley's full build. Rebello's almost full build. So yeah, like, it's inhib or kind of not worth.
Só não fechou a proeza da bota porque não tem proeza.
Like, I think the dragons are more worth it at this point because they're permanent damage boost on top of your full.
Precisa dessa resistênciazinha mágica aí, maluco. Senão vai ficar pequeno com a LeBlanc aí e com o Nock entrando dando fear.
Mas a LeBlanc acaba tirando também essa Banshee com muita facilidade nesse momento. Ela consegue fazer uma entrada de tirar essa
Banshee. That Rune's Hurricane that Smalley picked up too. I think it's going to do a lot.
A Banshee não tem como não.
Banshee, beleza.
He's been money so far on these.
Olha a movimentação, é pelo meio. Na força bruta, o time da Red vai garantir essa T2.
But the defense is good. Watts' wave clear is really strong. He's full build.
A Red que atacou.
The slow also makes it really risky for Red to step
Agora
up.
só rodando para as outras rotas. Não tem ninguém pelo bot nem pelo topo. A equipe da VKS agora é para controlar esse sangramento, né?
Yeah, this is really not working out for Red. But just dropped another turret mid after they took it. And then they're just gonna hold this. Yeah, Red's Baron did nothing.
É, e é o que tudo indica que o jogo vai ser finalizado justamente nessa alma, porque as duas equipes
It's like a plus, I don't know, 500 gold, not even.
Que a VKS feche a alma e a VKS querendo garantir mais poder.
Not worth, not worth. And they sack soul point for that.
Eles também podem guivar se não estiverem num cenário interessante, porque eles ainda têm dragão, ainda tem até, vai ser o ponto de alma, ainda não vai ser a alma.
Oh, Kaze snuck past the 2 sentinels.
Então é um ponto a ficar de olho.
Tô vendo os Zints e o Kazé andando aqui
on the wave though.
Nesse
Plus his full build, but his build is kind of cringe. I don't know, I actually like his build. I think it's fine. Like his job is not to be like maximal damage. Oh, Shino's dead. That's actually giga huge. There's no tank now. Oh, okay, so the reason why I'm saying like Quatz's build is not like it's cringe, but it's useful because you're just trying to survive, right? So you get stasis, you get spell shield, and you get health and utility. Really, the big carry is actually Smalley on this comp, right? So you just need some damage. You got way more than enough damage, so some utility is good in that build. And him surviving, him negating Kaze is worth it. And it's good enough to wave clear too. The Rylai's is a huge threat. Oh, and another pick. Smalley is struggling to get the kills. Red finally figured out how to play their comp. It's just go and burst, back out, go and burst, back out. They finally got their burst to sync up too. Is this game? I mean, 7 seconds on Shino, I don't think they can end. Yeah. Yeah, the cringe build's gonna be able to hold again. Oh? Wait, they caught Smalley. Nah, not enough. Not enough. Okay, Kate starts hold.
De novo eles respiram, de novo eles respondem, Kazé. Ficou pra trás, a lentidão é cruel.
Oh. Can they find Smalley? Oh, they can't kill Smalley. The tankiness is actually screwing them. No way. Okay. They got the right one too. Wait, Quats, does he have a distort? Oh! Kaze! I respect that, Kaze. I respect that. But that's soul to Cade. That will be Infernal soul to Cade. I think Cade wins this. I think Cade can actually take this. The biggest problem for Kaze, I feel like, in a lot of these extended fights, is mana. I think he's running out of mana. Yeah, but Smalley gets the free power like crazy, and he's regenerating up. I think at the end of this chase, Kaze actually didn't have enough mana to kill Quads. He keep running, and that's why he turned to try and kill Quads. Yeah, that's probably like 100 mana. Yeah, he distorts and he has out mana. So right here, I don't know, man. Like, on one hand, you probably don't get out if you keep running, but on the other hand, you know, he certainly didn't have enough mana to actually kill Quads. Drags up, Kaze's dead. Smalley's not here though, so there is a world we can make this happen if you're Red. Okay, Zin's doing work. Gamber over the wall? Can they get Smalley though? I don't think they can. Robillo can't reach the fight. Oh, Kaze actually TP'd and got there in time. Gamber dies! Not like this! Holy crap, look at the pin cushion that's Zin's right now. Smalley just keeps living. Oh, use it. Do it to him. Do it to him, use it. Do it to him, use it! Let's go! I cursed it, didn't I, when I said Cade could do it? I actually believe Cade could do it. But they lost the critical fight. It's the funniest thing to me that Yusin's the one who killed Smalley at the end of the day. Smalley played this game so phenomenally well. It is insane. Smalley and Scamber were the sole reason why Cade almost won this game. Damn. Yusin was annoying as hell this game, though. Congratulations, Red Academy. These guys deserve it, man. This entire split, they've been doing phenomenally well. The glow up has been insane for them.
Excepcional partida, que série que esses meninos fizeram. Que confronto, meu amigo.
Yeah, I don't think Kate are too upset. I'm pretty sure they knew that this was the likely outcome to happen for them. Unfortunately, in the upper finals, they got bodied pretty hard. As it is, like I said, between upper finals and grand finals, like Kate fixed a lot of their problems. Where's everybody else? The hell? Why is it just Smalley and... What's the other guy who was still there? I didn't see who the other player was. Where's everybody else from Cade? Smalley, man. That's so sad watching him stand there and watch. Like, look at longingly at the trophy that Red has managed to pick up. Yeah, 100%. Those guys should be scouted for Split 3. Even if they're not looted clean for Split 3, then for 2026, these Red players should be definitely people to be looking. The other players. I mean, we saw them on stage earlier. I don't know what happened with that. Hey. Is this one the CEOs, I thought, right? Or not one of the CEOs, of their management side, right? JP.
Sem saber o que é perder uma série há muito tempo, Grotá. Se eles perderam o último jogo no dia 2, a última série eles perderam no dia 24 do 3, cara.
É um time que encaixou muito bem.
Demais.
Com a entrada do Kazé, todo o time rodando muito, muito bem. E agora que as medalhas foram entregues, a gente vai fazer aquela contagem pra galera levantar esse troféu e receber o carinho de todos aqui na arena. Vamos lá, vamos comigo? Pro troféu? 3, 2, 1, a Red Canids é campeã!
Let's go. Congratulations again to Red Canids Academy. Really well played. So I feel like that last game, the game 3 was kind of victory lap for them. That draft is still giving me like conniptions looking at this. Trying to play this draft was so painful. Them winning was just them kind of like stalling. Hey, we are better and we can execute this comp. It's yeah, when you start losing with this comp, the comeback is just so hard. The skilling is not great either, but they did it. Off of a rush dragon where they were down a person. Like Kazuya had to TP desperately to get there in time. But Smalley also was not at the fight. I think Kate rushed it a little bit too much and paid the price for it. Hey, Frosty! He's like telling them to go over there. Boom instead of Rengar wins this. Some sort of tank, yeah. Some sort of tank would have helped a lot. Maokai, I'm still thinking Maokai, man. Full tank Maokai here would have done so much. Okay. I'm not gonna bother staying here for the interview because the translation thing is probably not great. But yeah, no, huge props to them. Congratulations. Yeah, it's again a good split of CD. There's certainly been a lot of down moments in the CD, but I'm glad that towards the playoffs, quite a few teams stepped up. Stella and Red especially. I think even K-Star stepped up. They lost today, but the top 3 teams I think really grew for sure during this season. So here's to open split 2 will be just as good, if not better. But yeah, that's it for now, and I guess till Split 2 starts up. I might stream a little bit in the off season, like random things. We'll see. But yeah, we'll see all this weekend. Saturday, Sunday still has LTA South. Big upset for Los and Kaboom. Yeah. Yeah, those teams, man. For Flamengo, that was the other huge upset. Flamengo was actually upsetting with how they played. But yeah, I'll see y'all on Saturday, Sunday. If I'm not casting, I'll see y'all in chat. We don't know who's casting yet, but yeah. See you this weekend. Thanks for y'all who dropped by. Luna actually didn't drop by today. But yeah, Ray, Spoods, Trajan. Appreciate y'all. And see y'all around. Peace out. Bye.